and ran off left tackle. A 2-yard rushing touchdown for Duggan. His ninth score of the year on the ground, and TCU right back in it. It's 10-6 with an extra point to come.
Just power running. A great block by Jared Wiley, the transfer tight end. Texas. A slow start in the game for Duggan, but a great series that one.
Point from Griffin Kelly. It is good.
Gotta put a sweat on.
Brent Malistick and the holder to punter Jordy Sandy. So a good response by TCU. Their longest play prior to this drive was just 3 yards. So they go 75 in 5 plays. The big one, the 60-yard pass to the wide-open speedster Darius Davis. Let's check in with Ian Fitzsimmons on the TCU side.
Sean, even when these Horned Frogs were down 10-zip, they didn't have a 1,000-yard stare like, oh my gosh, what has happened to us? Do we belong here? Kind of look. It was the same attitude they had against Michigan. When they got down, they answered. Now that they scored and it's a 10-6, 7-7 game, now they have this look about, they fold their backs up like, hey, we do belong, trying to put some doubt into Georgia Bulldogs' minds. Now let's send it over, speaking of Georgia, to Chris Button on the Dog sideline.
Ian, watching Stetson Bennett when he came off after scoring that touchdown on the run, he came back to the bench and immediately went and got the oxygen and was using it for about 5 minutes. It's interesting.
All right, let me load that for a minute. Audio. Okay, audio. What the hell? Audio. Okay, there you go. Sorry about that. Make sure the green light, the microphone is on. Right now, it's 10-7, Georgia.
And thank you, Todd. One of the
TCU just scored.
TCU magical season.
They were down 10-0.
They were 200 to
So they just scored a touchdown right now.
Before the year began, is the ability to come from behind. 7 come from behind wins. 5 of those in the second half. Being double digits down doesn't really concern them.
They don't panic. That's been one of the trademarks of this team. When they hang in there, they know sooner
Can you hear the game okay?
They'll get it going. They have great belief in their quarterback, Max Duggan. I know it was interesting, too, because Kirby Smart said something this week I thought was very profound. Because Stetson Bennett and Max Duggan spent time in New York together for the Heisman Trophy ceremony, Kirby said Stetson has done a really good job of making sure our team knows how good Max Duggan is and how big of a competitor he is, because these two guys will fight all the way to the very end.
If they needed Stetson to tell them, they haven't been watching TV.
Right.
Because Max Duggan has demonstrated that over and over again. Todd's Instant Analysis brought to you by the Disney Bundle. Disney Plus, Hulu, ESPN Plus.
All right.
The Disney Bundle.
Anyway, while they're talking, now I was fixing up my shack. So now I got the computer in here. See, I got that Lenovo all in one screen. I rearranged some of these radios, and I got the guy now hooked up. Hey, get rid of that popcorn. Let me turn on the other light. Sorry. Let me turn on the other light. It's kind of bright, man. The problem is too many lights to get bright. But anyway, it's really bright, this light now. I don't know. Wow, it's too bright. Yeah, FAN.
They are the first to make it to the title game. Brendan Kell has it teed up near the left hash mark. Right-footed Plucker-style kicker drives it down to the 2-yard line. Taken there by Kearis Jackson along the far side. Outside the numbers, across the 5.
Here's what I've been doing. I got the Zygo hooked up now. I was cleaning up all day here. Now the Sally 800 is up there. I still got to hook this up again. Of course, my computer's right here. This one is on Yahoo right now. Keep track of the score right here. So there's an all-in-one. You can see the Lenovo right there, Think Sensor. All right. And already hooked up with the MLA 30. This one. Because I was not even going to use it. I was just going to put it away, but I figured let me put it up there. And put it up there. And let me fire up the Zygo. Let me get rid of some of the stuff over here. I got a lot of crap here, man. I'm trying to clean here. SDR. Let me put the SDR over here for a second. Yeah, I'm gonna put on the Zygo. You know what? I'm gonna fire up the Zygo. Let's do that. Just give me a minute. Let me fire up the Zygo. Fire up the Zygo. All right. And turn this on these speakers. I gotta hook up the speakers.
But through hell or high water, they're gonna get it out of him. All right, let's take another break here. 8:20. Call me up 877-337-6666. I got eyes on the national championship.
Focus,
7 Georgia in that Knicks game. Looking at the Knicks holding it down.
Logan was one of the 5 finalists for the Broyles Award, won by Garrett Ryder.
I got hooked up with the speakers.
TCU offensive coordinator. Georgia averaging 39.4 points per game, 8th in the country. First and 10. Snap to Bennett. He drops back deep. Throwing deep. Wide open receiver. Todd McConkey, a touchdown. In the left third of the end zone. He got behind the defense. Nobody in white and purple near him. It's a 37-yard scoring play. We saw
touchdown.
In the Georgia coverage on the long completion to Darius Davis, and now a bust on the TCU defense. 2 receivers, 1 defender. Travius Hodges-Thomas, an outstanding corner. The 4th winner, nowhere near Ladd McConkey. An obvious miscommunication. Georgia came out of the huddle quick and snapped it quick, and there was a different look. That confused TCU.
Give me another tripod.
Touchdown catch of the year for McConkey. 37-yard score. 4 plays to go to 70 yards. All of them double-digit gainers, and Jack Todd Leslie adds the extra point. So an immediate response by Georgia. They put up 17 here in the first quarter and lead 17-7 with 2:43 to go. Again, Georgia kind of went with a sugar huddle. They broke it. They snapped the ball quickly, and it confused the alignment of the TCU defense. Well, the defender who had McConkey near the line of scrimmage, Travius Hodges-Tomlinson, the Jim Thorpe Award winner, as the best defensive back in the country. I think he thought they were in zone coverage because he turned McConkey over, and there was nobody behind him to pick up the coverage. Hodges-Tomlinson is the nephew of LaDainian Tomlinson. So the all-time TCU greats in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. He's here tonight. He's on the board of trustees at TCU. Very close to his nephew. Hodges-Tomlinson was about to go to Baylor in his hometown of Waco, and LaDainian called the former coach Gary Patterson his coach. There's no way my nephew can play at Baylor. Gary found a scholarship for him. Short kickoff by Podmosey, taken on the run at the 8-yard line by Baylor. But it's well covered by Georgia. They drop them at the 22-yard line along the near hash mark to the right. And TCU operates from left to right. Here in the first quarter with just 2:39 remaining. And Georgia on top 17-7. Stetson Bennett, 7 for 8 passing for 111 and a touchdown now in his first quarter. He ran 21 yards.
I think that screen is really bright. That's what it is.
Both these teams played in shootout-type games a week ago in semifinal games. And this one's starting out to be the same kind of game. So they have to score to win. They come out on the near half mark out of a pistol.
Man, this focus is really bad.
He's across the 30 and pulled down at the 32. Very close to the first down marker. And he'll have the first down with a gain of 10 inches. Shimon Jumas Johnson made a tackle. Tim McConnell from right here in Inglewood, California. His house about a 10-minute walk to SoFi Stadium. His mom was going to walk to the game tonight.
Johnny focus it in there.
Williams to the left. They handed off to DiMercado running left.
Wow, that focus really sucks, yo. What's up, Keegan? No Force, Arkansas, 50 degrees. Yeah, this focus is bad, yo. What's going on with this camera tonight? I'm trying to focus in that waterfall. I'll put it right close like that. Will it focus? Yo, I think it's time to get a new webcam. Seriously. This thing doesn't want to focus, yo. I think because it's in an angle. Maybe if I line it up like that. Okay, that's better. But now I'm too high. Oh my God. Yo, this is frustrating, yo.
Excellent run blocker and part of why this offense averages over 200 yards a game.
Come on, bro. Anyway, I'm going to leave it out because I don't want to block the fan. Forget it, yo. Yo, time to get a new webcam, seriously. It's just the focus. It's not.
Well, that's on Max Duggan. He's got to just get rid of this football.
Man, this photo focus is bad, yo. I noticed it too. I noticed this webcam is going bad. I've seen more grainy. Man. Douche. Anyway, I'll make videos on it. But I'm definitely going to get a new cam. This cam's already, it's been through the ringer a few times. So it's 17-7 in Georgia. So I was redoing the shack. Forget about that time. I gotta set the time again. So I hooked it up to MLA 30, this one right here. And I got the radios over here. I just flip-flop. Yeah, flip-flop. But I had to clean back there. I got to hook up the scanner. So I hooked up the Jagu down here. Because this is just more radio. He's not that big of a radio. So I didn't want to waste all that space up here. And then the power supply is right there. And that's hooked up to the end fed. And right now I got to pair computer speakers on there. Hooked up right there to the so, yeah, I think I'll leave it like that. It might focus a little better, but I don't know, man. It doesn't want to focus. Why? I don't know why it doesn't want to focus in there. I wonder if it's too bright. Or it's not bright at all. It's just, it's a nice little waterfall. Too bad you can't see it clear, though. I try to go up close. There you go.
For easy, one-of-a-kind sausage recipes. Eckridge, you do you.
The football playoffs are here, and nothing beats seeing your favorite team live. Not only does Vivid Seats have great NFL tickets,
maybe I gotta get real close.
The official ticketing partner
there you go.
ESPN,
that's what it is.
And with Vivid Seats rewards, when you buy 10 tickets, you get the 11th free.
All right, that's better. Yeah, all right.
Today. Vivid Seats. Life happens live.
So I gotta put it up close. Yeah, I guess it's a small screen. I'll level it a little bit. Yeah, so that's WFAN. So the Zagu's hooked up to the MFED.
Manage in the studio. Georgia 17, TCU 7 after 1. Trevor, why has Georgia's offense been so successful against the TCU defense so far?
They learned from Michigan. Michigan took too long to attack vertically down the field. Georgia, after going outside wide a couple of times,
trying to level it, man.
Down the field and caught him in a busted coverage.
Stetson Bennett has not been pressured on any of his dropbacks yet.
Oh my God, Danny!
17-7, Georgia leading TCU.
Train wreck.
Second quarterback to Los Angeles. You're talking.
Train wreck, baby. This thing's not level, man. I'm trying to level this sucker. Anyway, you know what? Just let it be. I ain't gonna leave it there. Cause I can't find my tripod, so I got the top of a cooler. Is that a mini tripod on top of the cooler? Maybe I level it. Nah, I can't level it like that. Oh man, I had it, man. I know I'm fiddling around too much. Damn it. I can't find my other tripod. Anyway, you know what? Just let it be like that.
Andrew Coker banged up a little bit a couple plays ago, so they had to re-shift a few guys in the O-line.
And Coker's headed to their locker room. Jordy Sandy on the punt. And it's a end-over end kick near the far side of the fair catch.
Gotta find my other tripod.
Jackson at the Georgia 8-yard line. So here comes Georgia again. Coker has gone to the locker room. His starting right tackle has started 28 straight games. Honorable mention all Big 12 for TCU. He has a right shoulder injury, we're told. Bulldogs 164 yards of offense in that opening quarter. 111 passing for Stetson Bennett. 7 out of 8. Already a Georgia legend forever. Trying to add to that legacy. And off to a great start. He's thrown for a touchdown. He's run 21 yards for a score. Kendall Milton, the running back, on his right hip as they operate out of the gun. Direct snap to Bennett. He hands it off to Milton. As he tried to cut near the 10-yard line, D. Winters made the play after a gain of 2.
This Georgia offense has been outstanding all year. That in both of those games, yes, they gave up some plays on their defense, but their offense over 500 yards in both of the LSU game in the SEC championship and the semifinal win against Ohio State. And everything runs through Stetson Bennett and Brock House.
They have Warren McClendon back in right tackle. He had started 37 straight games before he did not start against Ohio State. He played just one snap. A leg injury, but he's back in there. Out of the pistol now and second down. Bennett takes the hand off and rolls to the right. Throws on the run. Clock, 20-yard line. Brock Powers.
I'll leave it like that.
Right there, but it's enough for a first down.
Yeah, I'll leave it like that.
As he was coming across the field toward the near sideline, Travius Hodges Tomlinson.
I ain't gonna look at this tripod. It's gonna be
The thing that makes Bowers so good is he's so versatile. They can line him up as a wideout, as a tight end, as they move H-back out of the backfield, and he has elite.
Okay, so I got to put it up close. That's whoa.
1-yard gain.
So I have to put it up close. Okay, that's fine.
Last year, that was the tight end record. He's improved on that this year. Out of the gun, Bennett takes a throw. Now throws it deep and a toss by Bowers in TCU territory and down at the 45-yard line along the near sideline. Good pick by Bennett. He takes a toss to the right. And Bowers went flying past Jamoy Hodge. He made the tackle after a gain of 35.
Well, the good thing
Can't
by
find my
Bennett, and
tripod.
that's a mismatch. Jamoy Hodge is a physical inside
Right now, I'm fixing
linebacker.
the shot.
He can't run with Brock Bowers. Again, Bowers is an elite pass receiver, excellent with the ball after the
Yeah.
4 catches for 78 yards already for Bowers.
Oh, hello, J Projects.
Territory. The handoff to Connor Milton. He dropped for a loss. He tried to run to right. D. Winters.
Good evening.
Stop for TCU. 12-14 on the clock running remaining the second quarter. Georgia leading 17-7.
We saw that a lot last week. D. Winters knifing into the backfield, tackles behind the line of scrimmage. TCU has 13 tackles for loss against the Wolverines. There's a big one right there by Winters.
They more than held their own against the Michigan offensive line. It's the Georgia offensive line doing an excellent job tonight. Second down, 10 and a half. They're going from left to right. Shotgun snap to Bennett. Throws to the right sideline. Lots of contact. And an incomplete pass. No flag thrown. It was intended for Donnie Mitchell. And he was well covered by Hodges Tomlinson.
Mitchell has battled injuries all season. He really played his most complete game a week ago, 47 out of a possible 60 snaps. But he gives them a definite wide receiver threat, about a 10-yard touchdown pass late was the game winner a week ago.
Third down and 10. Can TCU get a stop? Already 211 yards of offense for Georgia early in the second quarter. Third down and 10. Bennett comes up close to the center to say something to Cedric Van Pran. Now goes back into the gun. 5 receivers, 3 to his left. Here comes pressure. And he scrambles away from the oncoming winners. Bennett takes off running inside the 40. Bang! At the marker and looks like he has a first down. He does. Stetson Bennett saw a blitz coming immediately from his left. It was Winners. And he went right around him toward the far sideline. And went ahead for 12 yards. On third down and 10.
TCU is not a high blitz percentage team. They showed their hand that time. Bennett changed the protection, and he knew Winters would be unblocked. And he just made an instinctive play, and I didn't think Winters took a very good angle to the quarterback as well.
Seventh play of the drive, first and 10. TCU 33 on the left hash mark. Bennett again moves up to the center to stay some of the offensive line. McIntosh, the running back, started to shift to the right hip, now goes back to the left. And McIntosh takes a handoff, and he is stepped up and dropped for a loss. Trying to run to the right. He stayed on his feet and kept fighting, but the whistle sound. Johnny Hodges, the transfer from Navy.
Can you hear it on the radio over there? Are you getting it on the radio over there too? I got it over here on the fan, but I know Bobby said he can't listen to the game at all where he's at. Wow.
Brought in his first year, most of them on the defensive side of the football.
Several of them been the team. No gain on the play. Second and 10. Georgia to TCU 33. Back to pass right. Here comes pressure right to safety. Cuts it off in the left flat. Caught by Edwards. The running back is scampers out of bounds near the 25-yard line of TCU. Good job by Bennett. Pressure right in his face. He got blasted as he threw it, but it was right on target to the running back.
Boy, he is so accurate tonight. You can just tell he's got a great feel for what they're doing.
Third and 2. The snap to Bennett. A handoff straight ahead. Run. John Edwards has the first down. And he spins down to the 18-yard line. D. Winters another tackle.
Not looking good right now for TCU.
10 out of 12 for 164 passing and a touchdown. He's rushed twice for 33 and a touchdown. They had the big scamper on third down to keep this drive alive. It's now 10 plays with the next snap. They've had it for 4.5 minutes. We're under 9.5 to go till halftime. Georgia leading 17-7. And on the move again. First and 10 at the 18 of TCU. Shotgun for Bennett. A handoff to McIntosh. Running wide through the left. Has running early. He turns the corner and goes out of bounds. Inside the 10. They'll spot him out at the 7. Kenny McIntosh, the senior from Fort Lauderdale, makes it first and goal with an 11-yard gain.
You don't see this TCU defense loose contained very often, but that time a backup safety, Obi Izor, was beaten. He got blocked by Brock Bowers. He was not able to set the edge of the defense, and McIntosh took it to the edge.
Is their leading rusher for the year, came in with 779. First and goal, and just inside the 7 on the left hand. Bowers went in motion to the right, went back to the left. Design run by Bennett, running left, touchdown! Untouched again.
Oh boy.
Shotgun snap. Immediately took off to his left toward the pylon. And there wasn't a purple horned frog anywhere in the picture. His second rushing touchdown of the night. As you said, Todd, they had blockers in front of them. They weren't even necessary. Broderick Jones, the left tackle, was just looking for somebody to block. As you said, Stetson Bennett's the MVP of every postseason game they play. It's starting to feel like we're going to see that again tonight.
Well, and Todd Monken is calling a beautiful game as well. I mean, they really have Joe Gillespie, the defensive coordinator, with no answers.
For the extra point is good. They went 92 yards in 11 plays. Took 5:43 to do it. What a night for the Georgia Bulldogs, and particularly Stetson Bennett. 8.5 to go, second quarter. Now Georgia 24, and TCU 7. You're listening to College Football Playoff National Championship, presented by AT&T on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app, presented by Wendy's.
Looking good.
Stability, benefits, and experience.
Let me put that up for a minute. Not looking good, man. Damn. It was 10-0. Then they came back 10-7. Boom. I was like, okay, I'm excited. Okay, it's going to be a game. Well, suddenly, boom, boom. Are you kidding me? Come on, man. I don't bet, so thank God for that. I had to refresh this. Okay, 23, 24. Okay. I had to refresh the page. What's going on? Yeah. Yeah, so I'm trying it out. Fired it up today. Trying to get some color in there, man. Yeah, definitely gonna get a new webcam because this webcam is already getting disappointed every day with this one. I'm trying to see if you can see the colors on that. That looks better. Okay. Except this floor is not level, so every time I move around, it kind of that looks better. Okay. There you go. Yeah, so this radio definitely, I'm gonna say, is a great receiver. I know it's a transceiver, but man, it's a very good receiver.
Call now, 888-24-LAW-24. 888-24-LAW-24.
So that's 1050 WEPN, ESPN.
Football Playoff National Championship presented by AT&T on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
So of course I could do this; it'd be fine. I don't get no hate with no copyright. If I try to show the game, I don't have it, but I have an app that I can. But I don't want to show the game and then get my stream taken down. So I figured let me just put the radio on while because I just finished organizing over here. So I said let me come out for a couple of hours, at least play the game.
A run of 10 yards or more, a pass of 20 or more. Georgia was 7 already in the first half.
And we talked about Stetson Bennett being concerned about being confused by TCU. TCU has been out of place a lot. Looks a little anxious on defense, uncharacteristic, not really disciplined.
Yeah, well, they blew the coverage on the touchdown to Ladd McConkey. And Todd Monken, I think, doing a nice job attacking the perimeter. Michigan really didn't attack the perimeter with their run game, and TCU was able to defend it quite well.
So Leslie will kick off. Georgia's at 4 possessions. They've scored 4 times. 3 touchdowns and a field goal. Leslie's kick is returnable to Darius Davis as it comes down along the far numbers at the 8-yard line. But Darius Davis only able to get out near the 20, where he was tackled by Jared Smith. Time out of the field. With 8:27 remaining in the second quarter, Georgia 24, TCU 7. This is the College Football Playoff National Championship presented by AT&T on ESPN Radio and on the ESPN app presented by Wendy's.
If you don't know your numbers, you don't know your business, especially in today's economy. But over 33,000 businesses do know their numbers because they use NetSuite by Oracle. NetSuite gives you visibility for occasions on
these real stories that I continue to tell you about every single day. The sole purpose behind
diverse patient population.
All these.
Yeah, right now it's Zoom radio. Yeah.
to control of different various.
For those seeking a more to settle claims.
Everything is possible where there is good, honest, hard work. And we need to stop telling our politicians, you're right. We need to start telling them.
That's KDKA out of Pittsburgh. It's coming in good. Wow.
Whole again. Come home. I'm going to explain
DX.
in a moment. 866
391-1020. It's your Pratt Pack. Good evening.
The Big K Morning Show. Breaking news and making a difference. Miss the show and you'll miss it live. Larry and Marty tomorrow morning at 5:30 to 10. 100.1 FM and AM 1020.
Nice.
I'm Andy. I started Harry's because I was...
Nice. There you go. That's WBZ Boston.
Would have found he would have been swept down the toilet bowl with them because it looked bad in the sense that a terrible shooting with a priest and a couple of cops on lunch from the court, having their lunch.
If I do an Northside band, that's WHO out of Iowa. But I'll probably try later on.
Supposed to be
Okay, back to the
your job. Stop playing hero ball.
We were just talking about that before the break, Todd. They look a little out of sorts on defense, running around, blowing coverages. TCU ball. Andrew Coker is back in at right tackle. And Max Duggan walks right out of his shotgun. Starting from the 20-yard line. Ball right in the middle of the field. Low snap, he handles it. Four-man rush is giving time. Takes off running up the middle now and gets very little. Goes forward about the 22. Good coverage apparently in that secondary because he had some time and couldn't find anybody open. Chad Chambliss made the tackle.
Well, this is not unfamiliar territory for TCU. They were down 18 to Kansas State, 17 to Oklahoma State. But neither one of those teams was the defending national champions.
It was a bit of a greatest comeback in the season. Phillips, they could somehow pull it off. A handoff out of the
trying to take the 10 out of here.
As is his way along the right half mark and out to the 28-yard line. There is a flag down. 25. 6-yard gain for Beamer Cotto.
Holding. Offense, number 56. 10-yard penalty.
Ali, the center, guilty for the hold. He played for SMU for Sonny Dykes the last 3 years. Was a starter there and transferred over along with Coach Dykes and has been a very important factor in their success.
He was working against Zion Logue, number 96, and got a hold of the jersey. And went back TCU up again. They've been behind the chains a lot so far here in this first half.
They're back at their own 15-yard line, midway through the second quarter now. Second and 15. 24-7 Georgia. Shotgun snap. Duggan takes a run. Throws in a flat. Caught left side. Cade Barber his first catch. But he's taken out of bounds along the near boundary by Javon Bullard, the safety, who's the defensive MVP of the semifinal win against Ohio State. Gain of 9 on the completion of the senior from Cypress, Texas, named after the actor Kay Diggs. Great star out of the Harvard of Central New York, Syracuse University. Third down and 7. Under 7 to go in the half down. They're on the left hash. Out of the gun, Duggan, DeMercado on his right. 3 wide receivers. 2 to the wide side right. Long count by Duggan. He claps his hands and takes the snap. DeMercado picks up and rusher up the middle. Deep throw down the middle. And it's intercepted. Over the head of Quentin Johnson, who tackled the interceptor, Javon Bullard. They got single coverage, and Johnson was open, but he was spinning around. And
oh, boy.
The ball, and it wasn't a very accurate throw by Duggan.
It was a very bad throw by Max Duggan. We don't see him miss this one too much. They had the matchup that they wanted. Quentin Johnson working out of the slot against Javon Bullard, and he's open. But instead of throwing him away from the defender, he throws it back towards the middle. And that gave Bullard a chance to make a play on the ball. He was beaten, and if that ball is thrown further away, Quentin Johnson has an easy catch.
First interception of the season for Javon Bullard. Max Duggan in the first 11 games.
Go White Sox. Yeah, TCU is not looking good right now. They just got picked off. Oh, boy. And it's 24-7 already, and they're gonna be right there. They're gonna have the ball right there. And, oh my God! I think it's going to be over before halftime.
Just enough for the first down. Mark Perry made the tackle. So TCU, a team that had not turned it over all year, survived the 3 turnovers, 2 of them interceptions by Duggan in the semifinal win over Michigan. But they're hurting themselves with penalties and turnovers tonight. They've already turned it over twice now. Georgia turned the first one. A lost fumble by Darius Davis into 3 points. Out of the gun, Bennett. Kendall Milton on his right. Bennett creeps toward the line of scrimmage. Tight formation, only one receiver wide to the right is Smith. Handoff to Milton, bouncing outside. Stays on his feet as he crosses midfield. And down just near the right numbers at the 47-yard line of TCU. Joe Gillespie on the sideline really fired up the defensive coordinator.
Yeah, they just do not look the same as what we saw a week ago against Michigan. A little discombobulated, out of position, miscommunication, misfits. But let's give credit to Georgia.
Side for Georgia. 9-yard gain there for Kendall Milton. They're up to 275 yards of offense with 5:10 to go in the half.
How's the audio?
Kendall Milton, the running back, kind of goes under center. It's a deep handoff to the single back. Milton, he's stuffed by Hyman Mitchell, the nose man. He's a backup who played the last 3 years for Georgia and was a part of their national championship team a year ago. They're lining up very quickly. TCU scrambling on defense. 3 receivers wide to the left on 3rd down and 1. Shotgun snap. Bennett takes the handoff, throws out wide, and a good tackle to stop the completion to Aaron Smith for just a couple of yards. There was an open field tackle out by the 44-yard line of TCU. They got 3 to get the first down, but if the speedy Smith stayed on his feet, that might have been a touchdown.
Now, this is the part of the field where I would expect to see Todd Monken go for the jugular here. A little play action and a deep shot down the field. They're in perfect field position to try that.
Bud Clark made this tackle on the last play to prevent the big gainer. 4:10 to go in the half. Bennett out of the gun. They're on the left half. Takes the snap, hands it off. Big hole up the middle for McIntosh. And he spins off a tackle. Goes down at the 31-yard line. They are doing anything they want. Millard Bradford made the tackle. Inside, outside, running, passing. It's all there for them. That's a 13-yard gain.
Yeah, missed tackle by Millard Bradford, their middle safety. Most of the time, he is the unblocked defender, and he's a very good tackler, but that time not able to make a sure tackle.
He got credit for the tackle, but because he only got one arm on him, McIntosh able to stay on his feet for additional yardage. McIntosh, the running back, will go under center again. A handoff to McIntosh running left off tackle. And another good gainer, but there's a flag down. He got 8. Tackled inside the 25-yard line. Johnny Hodges missed the tackle.
Number 0. 10-yard penalty. First down.
Mark Perry made the tackle, and that doesn't matter. They'll take the holding call against the Georgia Bulldogs on the tight end, Darnell Washington.
That's about the only thing that's slowing down this Georgia defense. He got his arm around the shoulders of Johnny Hodges and wrestled him to the ground.
The crowd broke up. That was a pretty obvious call. Washington, embarrassment of riches at tight end for Georgia. He was a semifinalist for the John Mackey Award, won by his teammate Brock Fowler. The ball goes back outside the 40 to the 41. The handoff to Dejon Edwards running right. He got pinballed around and knocked down at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5. Under 3 minutes to go now in the half. Georgia leading 24-7. If I was TCU, Todd, I would start to think about using timeouts because you need another possession here in the half.
Well, and the other thing that Georgia's doing by attacking the perimeter, TCU subs a lot with their 3 down linemen, but they do not sub with their linebackers and defensive backs. And they're making those guys run a lot.
2nd and 15. That's a 36, right hash mark. Bennett out of the gun. Takes the snap. Takes the handoff. Throws for McConkey. Near the end zone. Diving catch out of bounds. He was right along the sideline the entire way. Caught it just short of the pylon at the goal line right. Caught it, but he was out of bounds. Both feet out of bounds with Travius Hodges-Tomlinson in coverage.
Good position by Travius Hodges-Tomlinson to kind of use his his body and pushed him towards the sideline. Nowhere to room to get the feet down.
TCU desperate for a stop, and they stop at 3rd and 15. That's 2 for 2 on 3rd down. They're on the 36, right on the edge of Todd Leslie's field goal range. The running back is McIntosh. They're out of the gun. McIntosh to back right. Benson claps for the 3rd time. Finally gets the snap. Plenty of time. Throws over the middle. Caught! Brock Bowers fighting his way inside the 15 and finally taken down near the 12. He caught it at the 19. And he was able to drag some tacklers along. They convert again on 3rd down and keep the drive alive on the completion of 24 to Bowers, having a mammoth first half.
This Georgia pass offense is so unique. I mean, they average nearly 300 yards a game passing, but they don't have elite receivers. Their top receiver is the tight end, Brock Bowers. They throw to their running back. Brad McConkey has the most catches of any receivers, but they kind of manufacture ways to throw the football, and Stetson Bennett distributes it all over.
Georgia calls the timeout. They were just to catch their breath. Beautiful throw by Bennett. Weaved it through traffic over the middle, given a great pocket again by this outstanding offensive line of Broderick Jones, Xavier Truss, Cedric Van Pran, Tate Ratledge, and Warren McClendon from left to right. They allowed only 9 sacks all season coming into tonight. 1:41 to go in the first half. It's Georgia 24, TCU 7. This is the College Football Playoff National Championship presented by AT&T on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app presented by Wendy's.
All right, there you go. Little break there. Yeah, it don't look good. Doesn't look good. Another touchdown. Blowout City. 24-7. Knocking on the ball. Yeah, I think another touchdown. That's it. It's going to be 31. Yeah. Oh, not going to be good. Yeah, sorry. I don't speak. I don't read Arabic. I don't understand Arabic. But thank you for stopping by. And welcome to the chat.
Nothing beats seeing your favorite team live. Not only does Vivid Seats have great NFL ticket prices, they're also the
WBAL.com.
In Baltimore, the news never stops.
There are some 200 or so teacher vacancies in Baltimore County.
Wherever the news is, we're there.
Oh, good morning.
Police are still on scene.
It's all about responsibility and serving the community.
The topics: childcare, early education, and family support.
Our commitment is to you. WBAL News Radio 1090, FM 101.5, and the WBAL radio app.
That is our show for tonight.
Because no one schedules an emergency, so you want our professional help when it happens. These guys are like home emergency superheroes who come to your rescue fast, because the longer you leave that damage, the more liabilities add up. We take care of any damage to your home, and we restore your home to its original condition with our team of experienced contractors. So you address the damage and fix it. We're 2 for 1. One call at ERX takes care of everything. Turnkey. Emergency restoration experts. That's ERX. Locally owned and available 24/7 at ERX247.com. ERX247.com, and keep this number handy. 704-626-6800. That's 626-6800. Hey, it's Bo Thompson here, and this is a true fact. Over 49% of homes listed don't sell with the first real estate agent. And as a result, that costs home sellers thousands of dollars in lower offers and painful holding costs. That's why I always recommend my realtor, Kristen Bernard.
Anyway, that's WBT from Charlotte, North Carolina. Of course, this radio is hooked up to the NFED. Good AM, good medium wave DX.
Master sellers 6% more on average. It's the beige one.
From the ad council HHS.
Repair your system will be up.
I'll try. I'm going to try.
And the Wizards are down 105-80 in the game with a shooting foul penalty.
That's WFED out of Washington, D.C.
So upgraded to a flagrant.
It's time. It's time to bet it all. This is Bet MGM Tonight, live from BetQL.
And it is a 24-7 lead. Georgia over TCU with 1:30 to go in the first half. That Georgia minus 7.5 for the first half, looking good.
Teacher is recovering from.
Oh, that's Canada. That's CHHA from Toronto. Here goes copyright, baby.
Canada as well.
We're also going to discuss our shared security, including our joint actions to address the shortage of fentanyl, which has killed 100,000 Americans so far. Now we can tackle.
Yeah, but I'll come back to it. Let me go back to the.
About the wind, and they said, "Oh yeah, there's wind. You need to factor it in."
Well, nothing.
Justin Bennett, 12 out of 15 for 191 and a touchdown, and he is rushed for 39 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah,
It sure has. Nothing has
Yeah, 1060 is Philly.
so far. Stetson Bennett has executed at an extremely high level. I mean,
KYW.
this is like a repeat performance. In the biggest games, he shows up and plays his best football, and he's certainly done that in the first 30 minutes.
Georgia has 3 wins all time.
I'll narrow
against
the,
teams ranked number 1 in the country. 2 of them.
Right now, 1050 WEPN is very, very wide, as you can see there. There's a lot of splatter.
And they came to Athens, and Georgia really put it on them. 27-13.
That's a flamethrower.
The guy's a winner.
WEPN.
Before the game, he said he still thinks that
Look at the size of that waterfall.
Draft pick, but I can see his team drafting him. You know, he's not big. He's 5'11", but he has a lot of arm strength and a lot of other
Lead over
that help you win.
1040
His intangibles are off the charts.
and 1060.
And I think he's got great leadership skills, great belief, and the arm talent is for real. I mean, he's not big, he's not physical, but his arm is alive, and he can make any throw you want.
Yeah.
We're back out of the timeout. First and goal at the 1:23 to go in the half. Georgia already leading 24-7. They huddle. The ball's on the left hash mark. Bennett in a moment lines up in the gun. Kendall Milton, the running back, to his immediate left. Now it's started in motion to the left. The tight end shifts back to the right behind the guard. He set and Milton touchdown. Kendall Milton off right guard.
All right, touchdown. So it's 30-7. Wow.
Georgia now leads 30-7 with 1:19 to go. This is the biggest deficit TCU has faced
Right before the half.
season.
Wow.
TCU had to be thinking maybe Stetson Bennett again. He's running down there for a couple touchdowns. That time they kept the ball with Milton, and he easily gets into the end zone.
Milton starred in their conference championship game, the SEC win against LSU, when he had a career-high 113 yards rushing. Leslie on to the extra point. It's right down the middle. 11-play drive, 66 yards. They took 5:15 off the clock. And Stetson Bennett, couple of big plays on third down. The point after touchdown brought to us by Allstate. Get protected from mayhem when you switch and save with Allstate. Go to allstate.com or call an agent for a quote today. That Podlesny and these kickers for Georgia cost Allstate a lot of money over the years. Podlesny has now made 107 in a row. And in his career, has missed only one. And Georgia, Todd, back to 2014, has now made 446 of their last 447 PATs, covering 6 different kickers. Podlesny actually missed one last year at Kentucky to end the longest streak in the history of college football at 339 PATs in a row. But that's the football equivalent of a gimme, yeah? Podlesny will kick it off. Ball close to the left hash mark. And TCU get a big return here. Here's Davis back deep. Podlesny's kick spins down to Davis just inside the goal line. He'll try it up the far numbers. Cutting across the field to the left now. Picks up some blocks. Manages to turn the corner but runs out of room. At the near sideline, out of bounds just across the 20. So he ran a long way across the field. It's just a 20-yard kickoff return. Georgia scored on every possession. 5 scores on 5 possessions, 4 of them touchdowns. They had 332 yards rushing. Third most in the first half of a college football championship game in the CFP era. Alabama 389 against Ohio State in 2020. LSU 359 against Clemson in 2019. Monty Bailey, the running back. Max Duggan out of the shotgun on first down. Fournette rush. Max looks to his left, now his right. Sidearms one. Caught for a very short gain by Bailey in the middle of the field. Tackled by Smile Munden. He got 2. They were under a minute to go. TCU will go without a huddle. On second down at 8. Clock running at 52 seconds. Here comes the Georgia blitz. Duggan under pressure and dropped. Dropped by Bear Alexander, true freshman, who's seen a little more playing time of late. That's his second career sack. And forcing TCU to use a timeout as well. Well, they might be. They are going to use the timeout. The 10-yard sack. And it was Bear Alexander swung down Duggan. Back at the 12-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 18 with 41 seconds to go in the half on play result.
Bear Alexander got the sack, but Jalen Carter, the All-American, made the play. He took 2 defenders and pushed them right back into the pocket.
All right.
And that opened things up.
All right, let me go. Amy, are they going to score a touchdown? Let me go down the band. This goes down to 500 kilohertz. Okay, so there's no long wave on this. So that's receiving frequency, 500 kilohertz up to 30 megahertz for this radio. So I'm going to start at 530. Let's see. Not 530. Of course, I saw harmonic. Let's see if I do. Yo, band scan.
Came to America, which happened because of the potato famine that in Ireland. They received the same treatment until they assimilated. The Italians were not even considered white at one point.
So that's WMCA. The Mission. 570.
In the world,
mixing. That could be WTEL out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. That's usually the one that I get. Looks like it.
Right. 2,000-pound animals.
That's WSNR.
Really skilled, and you have young riders that are like 17, 18, and you got guys who are still riding at 45, 46, 47. So, but they're tough. I mean, to imagine that to get on an animal that doesn't want to be on their back, but it's like I say,
Yeah, right now it's a harmonic mixing in there. But sometimes I get what I get. Let me see which one I get there sometimes. Oh, Providence, yeah. Sometimes I get WPRO, Providence, Rhode Island. Right now it's like sounds like harmonic from WCBS, I think. Yeah, right now I'm getting mixing in that one. 640, sometimes I get Cuba. I get Cuba, or let me see what else I get. 640. What else do I get? 640. Let me see. I think it's halftime already. I'm checking out. Yeah. That's Nashville. 650 WSM, right? All right, I don't want to get hit with no copyright. Copyright. I'm gonna verify it. That is 650. Yeah, WSM. I believe that's WSM out of Nashville, Tennessee. Yep. Okay.
The stats, and when you remember the
WFAN
told me he had 2 receptions for 100 yards. That's half of Zach's passing yards right there. And then Brees Hall also had another almost 100 yards on the ground.
King Dexter, I heard a station under WSM Nashville 650 early this evening. Okay. Yeah, that's what I normally get here at WSM. Let me see what else do I get here at 650. I'm gonna go back to 650. I'm just gonna keep it low. What else do I get? Yeah, that's it. There's not that many stations on 650. A lot more Mexican stations on 650 than there are United States. Let me see how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's only 8 stations that I see on 650 in the United States. There's 3 Canadian, there's 8 United States, and a bunch of them are Mexican. Actually, yeah, not 8. Excuse me. Let me see. Let me count. I'm sorry, my counting's off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8. So Nashville, yeah. I would love to get that one in Gander, Newfoundland, CKGA on 650. That would be nice. And let me see. 660 here is either KSKY, Block Spring, Texas, Dallas Fort Worth, or KTNN Window Rock, Arizona, right now here. Hey, what's up? HFSDR Radio Utility Radio Win Radio Excalibur Pro. What's going on? I haven't, yeah, long time no see. I haven't checked out your channel in a while. Glad you're here. Yeah, so that's definitely WSM. Yeah, Brando Opry.
In the locker room, no.
Yeah. HF SDR Radio Utility Radio Win Radio Excalibur Pro. Yeah, you got some great catches, man. Yeah, check out this guy's channel. If you're subscribing to this guy's channel, you got to check him out. HF Tony, yeah, Tony. That's I remember Tony. Yeah. Oh, so good to see you, man. Wow. He was one of the first channels that I subscribed. SDR. I was like, man, you got some nice catches. I'm scrolling down the channel list. I'm gonna put the link to your channel, bro. Cause let me see, man, I got a lot of channels to subscribe to. Let me scroll up here. Great bumping into you. Been off for a while. Yeah, it's okay. You know, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you stopped by. Yeah, I took a break too. We all take breaks here and there, you know. We all take breaks. Sometimes get a little burnout. Sometimes real life stuff comes up too, you know. My case, you know, my voice had a health issue. But I'm good now. I'm all right now. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna wind up searching because I can't find it. Wow. I'm gonna search it real quick. Let me search it because you know what? I'm gonna search it and I'm gonna put the yeah, we always come back exactly. There you go. Okay, so you got 732 subscribers. All right, Tony. I'm gonna put the link in the chat. Yeah, check out Tony's channel. You got that Win Radio Excalibur Pro. Yeah, no doubt. I know that. Yeah, so everybody, check out his channel. I've been following him for a long time. When I first started my channel, and let me look at a couple of your videos. I want to see the yes, Tony. Subscribe to Tony. Yeah, I see you got Bahamas right here. 810 ZNS3. You call yeah. Medium wave catches. I'm gonna say they're legendary. They got some legendary catches, man. There's some good catches. I see you got you got long wave. Wow. You call 252 kilohertz from Tampa. He lives in Tampa. He's from Florida. So you got long wave broadcast transatlantic from Tampa. Nice. I'm gonna look at that video. Let me see what. Hey, pause that, bro. Pause that. And using the Wellbrook. That's your main antenna, right? The Wellbrook. The Wellbrook. I see a lot of it is Wellbrook. And I know. I remember you originally from New York City, from Queens. That's what I remember. I remember you used to live up here. Yeah, Tony, I remember. Wow. Yeah, the Wellbrook. Okay, cool. Wow. So that's WSCR out of Chicago, I believe. 670, right? Memory served me right. Verify 670. Yeah, I think that's up here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that is, but let me verify. Yeah, Chicago. Okay. Right now it's like bleeding over. So I'm just gonna call you Tony. I don't know. Yeah, Tony. I got a submarine catch in there some place. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna check them out. I need to go back to your archive. Yeah, because I see you got a lot of shortwave, of course. You got long wave, medium wave. It's pretty cool. They go way back. When I started my channel, is buffering now? Dude, don't tell me that. What? Seriously? Nah, bro, don't play like that. Wow. Oh, okay. Oh. Oh. Your channel, Tony, your channel is growing like crazy. I subbed you like one of the first. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I remember you subbed to me. Oh, I hit mine. Sorry, got a cooler right here. Yeah, I remember when you subbed, and I was like, but when I started my channel, you was one of the first channels that I subbed. I remember because I love the SDR. That's before I bought my SDR. Of course, I can't afford a Win Radio and all that. Excalibur, even a Wellbrook, out of my price range. Yeah, maybe eventually I'll get a Wellbrook, but I'll let YouTube pay for it if I get enough. What do you say? The ads. Let it build up the money, and then maybe I'll get a Wellbrook. I would love to have a Wellbrook. I want to try it. Of course, this is MLA 30. Stock. It's not even excuse me. No, this one is the NFET. My bad. This is the NFET. Yeah, NFET. I'm sorry. Yeah. Hey, hello, David's Radio Room. Welcome. Yeah, now we just listening. Yeah, oh yeah, Georgia Bulldogs right here, David, Georgia. Yeah, we were listening to the game, but right now it's at the half. Yeah, TCU getting blown out. Yeah, 38-7. 38-7. I just missed that. Oh my God! I put another score up. Well, I'm talking here. They scored another. What? What they did? Let me see what happened. Anyway, it's over. The game is over. I'll play some of the game later on, but it's halftime anyway. Yeah, I see Tony. You got you call 171 long wave Morocco. That was 6 years ago. Man, you got a lot of nice catches. Yo. Wow. I'm just going back. I'm going back to your videos. You have a lot of, yeah. It's not that bad though. But I have to null out. Yeah, it is because I live in Yonkers. So it's not that bad. It's just the yeah. It's getting there now. It is getting bad now. Too many neighbors now. Too many close neighbors. Yeah. So you got the Wellbrook. Okay. So you got the catches with the Wellbrook and the that's cool, man.
In prison, you're more likely to drop out of high school.
And this is what is this? I think this is RKO. I could tell by the talk talk radio format. I think that's why it's Providence, I think. Is it? Is it? Yeah, WRK. Okay, that's Boston. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, because my SDR right now, I have the. Let me switch it back over here. You can see my mug. Oh, here we go. My ugly mug. My beautiful mug. Where is it at? Where's my SDR at? So right now, this is my SDR. The RSD. The SDRPlay RSPdx. So that's my SDR right now. I always wanted one of them WIM radio, but they're way out of my price range. Because I was fixing up the shack today, so I had to put my new radio here with, of course, a power supply, and this is what I've been doing. So I put another computer here because I want to do FT8 with this and this one too. I want to use this computer for that. So that's why I had to do some cleaning up today and some rearranging. So I said, let me just put the game on, talk for a couple of hours, and okay, you have an RSPDX, okay, and look, Tony popped in, man. So good to see you, bro. Tony from Tampa. Cool. So I go back a long way, man. Wow, that's cool. Back to the band scan. Oh, sorry. So that's Boston, WRKO, okay. I think that's Montreal. That's normally when I get into Montreal. I think it's yeah, that's the one I get. CKGM out of Montreal. That's a sports talk. Yeah. And what else? Let me see what else is around there. There's another station there. Yeah, that's the one I usually get. The CKGM Montreal. Very nice. Of course, I could, what is it? Lower sideband, upper sideband. Man, I don't want to mess with that right now. I'm just going through the. $700 Cincinnati, I know that. But right now, WOR is like bleeding over.
68751. That's 800-246-8751. Use promo code WOR. They have thousands of testimonials you hear on the WOR airwaves that are real people.
Keegan DX, a new log on 680 KKYX, San Antonio, Texas. Country Legends 680 AM and 104.9 FM KKXY 2329 UTC. Cool. Wow. Nice.
Get the latest news all put into perspective for you. Join Steve Lacy and Natasha Verma for the 5 o'clock news and the 10 o'clock news on Fox 5. Discover practical spirituality.
I'm blown away by how Navaj.
That is what is that? I think CKLW. Oh, no, CKAC. Okay. Montreal. Okay, that's what that is. Keegan DX, usually KFEQ, St. Joseph, Missouri on 680. Sometimes CJOB, Winnipeg underneath. You're welcome, Keegan. Yeah, I listen to CJOB on Alexa. That's what I listen to. I would love to get CJOB. Winnipeg, is it Manitoba, right? As a province, Winnipeg, Manitoba, right? Yeah, that'd be a nice catch. So that's Montreal. That's weird that Zuma. Okay, when Manitoba. Okay, cool. Wow, Zuma is like really flat right now. Let me try another radio. That is so weird. Yeah. Okay. So right now, Zuma is not that strong right now. Not that. It's okay. It's okay. I usually get it better. Wow. Let me try the Grundig.
Seeing your favorite team live. Not only does it.
Let me try the Grundig with the MLA 30. Yeah, much better. Yeah, the NFA, I don't know if some uses Zoom, but on the Grundig. Okay, come on, focus. Okay, bro, focus. There you go. So it's better on the MLA 30. All right. Yeah, it sounds. All right. Okay. Okay, get in there. Get in there, man. Focus, bro. I don't want to focus. Come on, bro. All right. Yeah. Keegan DX, sir. Let me load this down. Sometimes I hear Zuma, CF, ZM, Toronto at night over KRMG Tulsa on 740. Other times I'll hear KTRH Houston under KRMG Tulsa. Oh, wow. Yeah, I like it as Zuma. That's the only I get usually on this one, Zuma. In the daytime, I get he's up Overcoming Ministry in Long Island. Brother Stair. He's a local station in Long Island. That's what I get at 740 during the day. But at night I get Zoomer. Pretty much. All right. There you go. Yeah, right now there's WSB Atlanta. Yeah, that's WJR out of Detroit, Michigan. Let's see. Keegan DX, daytime is all KRMG here. Okay. Of course, ABC right now is, it's 9:37 here in Yonkers, New York. So, of course, later on, that'll be booming. WAJR. After midnight and so on, nice and loud. Of course, it's WABC.
This is according to a study by MRC Business, part of the Media Research Center Conservative Group. So, who are the ones that are getting the money? Open Democracy. Okay, this is an organization that is heavily...
Yeah, I don't understand. I'm not even getting the warning, so I don't know you're getting this buffering stuff. Because when I'm buffering, I will get the warning.
Destruction
Yeah.
organization.
Wow.
Okay, remember, in all the totalitarian regimes...
All right, let me move on to 780. $780 usually WBBM out of Chicago. So yeah, all right. Of course, 790. Oh, I guess. Yeah, 790. I usually get well, lately I've been getting Miami. Radio Libre, WAXY out of Miami, or Radio Reloj from Cuba. Those are the ones I normally get on 790. Although right now it's still too early. In a few hours, one or the other is going to come in. probably more Miami because I don't hear the the pip, the boop boop from Radio Veloso. I know it's not that. Oh, sorry about that. I'm in a tight space here. That's why I be knocking stuff over. Tony, 820 WBAP, Dallas Strong here. Cool. And Keegan DXer. Oh, back to normal. Okay. Yeah, I'm not getting the warning here about the buffering. If it shows up on the screen if I'm losing connection, but I don't know. Back to normal. Okay, cool. Keegan DXer 790 here is local KURM, Rogers, Arkansas. Okay. All right. $800. Wow. I think that's a local station. That is definitely not CKLW out of Windsor, Ontario. That's not. That's Spanish. But I think that's a local Spanish too. These are local Spanish. Let me see. Wow. I don't have no idea. It's not WTMR because I don't know. It could be that. I have no idea what the Spanish is. Merengue. Let me see if I put it. Okay. I think it's a local station that's playing Spanish. I forgot what it is. I saw it the other day. I gotta look it up now. Anyway, I think it's a local one. I don't think that's I mean, I know there's a station in Massachusetts, Lawrence, Massachusetts, that says tropical. But I don't know. I don't know what that could be, bro. Merengue. I'm gonna have to come back that before the top of the hour. I gotta remember to come back at the top of the hour in about To see if I get the ID. And welcome back to that. All right, let me see. Keegan. By night, 790 here is KURM with either of the following: KOSY, Texarkana, Arkansas, KBME, Houston, Texas, or WMC, Memphis, Tennessee. Okay. Or Roddy Rello from Cuba. Okay. Keegan, 800 is either KQCV, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, or that one. CKLW, Windsor, Ontario, or XEROK, Ciudad Juarez, Mexico. And Tony said that XEROK, Ciudad Juarez, Mexico.
Another new location. They're good. This one is machine with the same mouth-watering Mediterranean and Greek cuisine you expect.
Nice mix.
Home-style entrees and more. Book a table now at restaurantpetro.ca.
So that's Canada. You just heard the ad. That's the CKLW. But the Spanish one, I don't know what it is. Hey, I'm hoping it's Mexico.
If you or someone you know has a problem with drugs or alcohol, you're not alone.
All right. But the one now is fading in the back. Yeah.
They come in to put a lien and a hold on all my income, my home, my car. I was just overwhelmed at what to do.
Then Eric called up the tax relief. The tax got involved.
That's WGY out of Schenectady, I believe. Yeah. This turned out to be a medium weight band scan. I didn't want to go back to the game because of blowout. I'll take the vote on that. Let me log in to see the game. I know halftime should be over, but at this point, I don't want to hear it. There's a blowout. Yeah, we're going back to the game. Halftime. Okay. I'm doing a band scan right now. I'll come back to this. So I left off at 8:10, right? Okay.
27-yard completion. But this is the two tight ends.
No, I'm going to cover the game. I'll go back. I'm going to be out for a while anyway.
He's driving his man down the field.
Because by then, I'll be able to DX better. Right now, it's 9:49 here in the East Coast, so I'll pick off. I'll start at 8:10 where I left off, and I'll keep doing the band scan. That was kind of fun doing the band scan with this radio. 8:49 where Keegan is out. Okay. Yeah. So check out Tony's channel. He got a nice channel.
Right arm injury.
The link is in the chat.
They're on the right half mark. He's in the gun. On 2nd and 5, straight back to pass.
Short. On the 20
30-yard line, right on the numbers to Bennett's right by David Edwards.
Thank you.
One of those three running backs. He hit him right in the numbers, and he couldn't.
Yeah, I've been subscribed to this channel for a long time. So he's a DXer too, another DXer that I follow.
Third down and 5. They are in field goal range for Jack Podlesny. Georgia's 4 out of 6 on third down. They've been so dominant, they haven't run many third down plays. Out of the gun again, Bennett. The running back, McIntosh, on his right. Plenty of time for Bennett as he takes the snap. Throwing toward the end zone. Caught again. Brock Powers caught on the goal line and scores a touchdown. What a night he is having. That's a 22-yard score. I mentioned that he's a matchup nightmare. He's too big for the safety, Abe Kamara. Kamara's in good position, but Bowers is just too big and strong and goes up and fights for the football. And credit Stetson Bennett for throwing it up and giving his guy a chance to make a play. Such a tremendous player, Brock Bowers, just a sophomore, 6'4", 230. 7 catches for 152. And a touchdown. It's 44-7. It's 45-7 as Podlesny hooks the extra point just inside the left upright.
Wow.
Brock Bowers.
It's embarrassing now. You know what's going to happen now, right? Because TCU got in. They're going to say, well, Alabama should have got in even though they had a bunch of losses. Because look at TCU. At least Alabama would have put up a game. Yeah, but you know what? That's why they're going to expand the playoff anyway. They need to expand it anyway. Because right now it's only 4 teams. They make the college football playoff. I think they're expanding it to what, 8? Next year? 2020, not this year. I think 2024 is going to go to 8. And that, even 8 is not going to be happy. They're gonna have to do like what they do in the Division 1 AA. Division 1 AA. Yeah, Division 1 AA. They have 16 teams, I think. Have a playoff. It's going to be longer, though. They're going to have to start earlier. Instead of New Year's Day, just start the playoff in after Christmas. I mean, not Christmas. Not Christmas, excuse me. Like when bowl season starts.
Not only does Vivid Seats have great NFL ticket prices, they're also the official ticketing partner.
Because but they're gonna have to go all the way to February or the whole month of January. I think that's what they don't want, but they're gonna have to do that because even though TCU had 1 loss, you know, Alabama was gonna happen. Alabama. They're going to say, wow, Alabama should have got in anyway.
Besides the jerseys, the face paint, and the foam fingers, there's the food. And nothing gets you more fired up for game day than Eckrich smoked sausage. They're naturally hardwood smoked and have the perfect blend of spices. From buffalo sausage dips to sausage chili mac and cheese, Eckrich smoked sausage is a...
Oh, hello, Paul. Hello, Paul. AA1SU checking in from Vermont. Tony, I'm on twice a week, and I just decided to do a Monday stream, but I'm on tomorrow, 4 o'clock Eastern, and Thursday, 4 o'clock Eastern, and then next week I'm gonna switch it around. I'm probably gonna do Sunday and maybe Wednesday or Sunday, something like that. But I'm usually twice a week for the time being.
Dominated by Georgia in this national championship game. Still 10:52 to go in the third quarter.
Twice a week, but sometimes I come here 3 times a week. It depends. But I'm at least twice a week.
Yeah, this is as good as I've seen him play. I mean, again, we had him in the opener against...
Right now I got 6 people watching. I'm okay with that because, you know, I didn't announce it. I just came on today. So I'm good. I just coming out because of the game and, you know, fixing the shack.
This is the best performance I've seen from them on offense and defense.
Jack Podlesny to kick off from our left to our right. And he puts his foot to the football and coming down to the goal line. Here's far pylon, and Davis is going to try to return it.
It's 45-7.
There's a flag thrown by the Geek official back on the other side of midfield as Davis was taken down at the 31-yard line. Jack Leslie, the kicker, made the tackle. There was a flag thrown from a long way away. And the center judge, Larry Hayes, indicating it's a holding return. Holding. Receiving team, number 81. 10-yard penalty. Fourth down. Larry must have good eyes. He threw that flag from about 40 yards away to penalize Chase Curtis. And once again, TCU backed up with a long field ahead of them on this possession. The ball back on the 18-yard line. Right hash mark, the far hash mark as we look at it.
Yeah, anyway. I wasn't happy about the Packers losing last night. I wasn't happy about that. And Seattle just snuck in. I was not happy. But, you know, I'm going to say, anytime you lose to the Jets, you're not having a good year. And the Packers lost to the Jets. That's when I knew, okay, they're in trouble. And it was back-to-back, right? The Jets and then the Giants. Or the Giants and the Jets. I forgot what. The Giants, I understand. But the Jets, I was like, no. And the Jets, they started out good. But, of course, like what they always do, like the Jets do, the same old Jets come out in the second half. They started out good. And then they went down the, the crapper. At least the Giants got in. And Buffalo, of course, is, doing well. What are 12? What they ended up with 13-4 or 12? Anyway, so now I'm rooting for either one. Buffalo, the Giants. That's it. I hope Buffalo, the Giants win the whole thing. That's it. That's what I'm rooting for. New York State teams. New York State. And I'm leaning toward Buffalo because of obviously, I want to see. The Giants won a few Super Bowls already. I would like to see Buffalo win a Super Bowl. Because I remember when they went to 5 straight, and they lost all 5 of them. I felt bad for Jim Kelly. I felt sorry for Jim Kelly, man. You went to 5 Super Bowls and you couldn't even win 1. I felt bad for Jim Kelly. And I was not a big Buffalo fan back then. But I felt bad for the Bills. I wanted them to at least win 1. They could have had a little dynasty if they would have won at least a couple of them.
Over the last 3 games against Kansas State and Michigan, below 50% completions in those 2 games. And interception thrown all of a sudden. He's under duress as he scrambles to his right and throws it away.
Yeah, Paul, what's up? Let me go down here. Keegan the Xer. I remember hearing about a game 25 years ago that was 0 for 25. Keegan the Xer, I'm not happy about the Packers loss either. Yeah, I know. But I'm gonna be honest with you. The way they started out, I didn't think they were gonna get in anyway. I didn't think they were gonna get in because the way they started, it was too much to overcome. Plus, the Lions got better. The Vikings got better in that division. The Bears, whatever. But, somebody was going to get left out. I'm glad the Giants got in, at least. And they weren't predicted to the Giants weren't predicted to I think they predicted them to lose like 10 games or 11 games. But they made the playoffs. So I was like, wow. 3 AFC teams, 3 AFC East teams went in to make it to playoffs. The Eagles, the Cowboys and the Giants. All right, pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Yep.
College football playoff national championship presented.
Let me read the chat. I'm sorry. Bobby says, okay, he's talking to Keegan. Okay. Paul, BT Radio. I'm picking up AM at 10:50 up here in Vermont, listening to on an ICOM RC 75 with a wire running around the basement scene. Cool. So you're picking up the station right here. Okay. This is WEPN. WEPN out of New York City.
When you see the check, you know that part's gonna fit.
Keegan DX are in the comments on the Packers official Facebook page. I heard that the Packers loss was deserved because a Packers linebacker shoved an athletic trainer for the Lions and was ejected. Yeah, well, I don't think they deserve to lose because of that. I think it's just, because of one play, they don't deserve to lose because of that. I mean, did they have knuckleheaded plays? Yeah, there was a couple of knuckleheaded plays in that game, including the other. Anyway, yeah, there was a bunch of knuckleheaded plays. They didn't play like the way they should play, but
nobody protects you from mayhem like Allstate.
Yeah.
I'm your game day face paint, and you just rub me right into your eyes.
And Keegan DX, I only noticed the Packers coach yelled when I watched NBC coverage. Okay. Paul, okay, you got to go to bed. Okay, I look forward to seeing you Tuesday. Thank you. Thank you, Paul. Good night, Paul.
Switching to Allstate. In most states, prices vary based on how you buy. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
You're listening to the College Football Playoff National Championship presented by AT&T on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to the College Football Playoff National Championship presented by AT&T on ESPN Radio and on the ESPN app presented by Wendy's.
4 people watching. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the likes.
New York, the biggest names and the biggest games. WEPN, New York, a good Karma Friends radio station.
Sean McDonough, Todd Blackledge, SoFi Stadium, Inglewood, California. All Georgia, as the Bulldogs are on their way to defending their national title. They lead 45-7 midway through the third quarter.
Yeah, they're playing in SoFi Stadium. That's a nice. That's a beautiful ball. Beautiful.
For 263 and 3 touchdowns.
SoFi.
Carried the ball 3 times for 39 yards and 2 touchdowns. Brock Bowers 7 catches, 152 and a touchdown. Georgia was criticized for not getting to Bowers early in that semifinal against Ohio State. They made up for it tonight. Shotgun snap and a handoff to Dejon Edwards, breaking tackles, running right, knocked out of bounds near sideline with a first down. Not very good tackling tonight for TCU as finally D. Winters is banged him out of bounds, but a gain of 12 for the junior from Norman Park, Georgia, Dejon Edwards.
And not a lot of bounce in the step of the TCU defenders either. He's kind of walking back into position. A much different looking defense than we saw a week ago. Even though they gave up 45 points to Michigan, they still played a heck of a football game.
They scored twice on defense against the Wolverines, and the offense put them in some bad positions. They turned it over 3 times last year to the Horned Frogs. They've done that again tonight. They flip it to McConkey on the reverse, coming from right to left. Left the running room and knocked out across the 40. That's the 42. It was a reverse. McConkey lined up to the right. It got flipped to him, going from right to left, and Millard Bradford knocked him down after a 14-yard gain by McConkey. His first rush of the night to go with 4 catches for 74 and a touchdown.
Georgia's done such a good job attacking the perimeter. I think they really learned from watching Michigan's struggles running the ball inside a week ago. They haven't completely abandoned inside running, but have attacked the perimeter.
First and 10 from their own 42. Bennett, play fake and a deep throw, and it is dropped in and out of the hands of Arian Smith near the 20-yard line of TCU. Abe Kamara had coverage for the Horned Frogs, but that ball hit Arian Darian Smith in the hands, and he couldn't haul it in. It was a beautiful throw. I think Kamara just knocked the ball out. I think at the end, Kamara got a hand in and knocked the football out. It was good coverage, but a nice throw by Stetson Bennett. And just as Smith pulled it toward his chest and his number 11, Kamara got a hand in there and punched it away. Smith can fly. He's been a sprinter on the Georgia track team. 2nd and 10.
I don't know if Elmer's still in here. Elmer, anyway, he's still in here, but anyway, he just posted a new video. It's a pretty good video. He's talking about Ohm's law and Watt's law. So basically, he's explaining the formula. So I know Keegan, I believe you're studying for the tech. So that's a nice little video that he did. He broke down the formulas. Like when you want to get the wattage, there's a formula for that. If you want to get the resistance, there's a formula for that. So he broke down the video. It's a nice video. Elmer time. He posted a few hours ago.
Georgia running its 33rd play.
That's good. Elmer time posting the video, not another video. And that's going to get views because that's Ohm's law. That's something that everybody needs to learn if you're going to get into radio, or not even radio, even if you're doing electronics and electrical. You know, I had to learn that when I took my electrician class. And of course, I had to refresh when I went for the technician class. So that's a good video that Elmer posted. That video long term is gonna get views because it's Ohm's law, and he broke it down so easy.
7 Georgia, TCU 40, 5:23 to go, third quarter, 45-7 Dog.
So good job, Elmer, on that video.
Gets spun around and dropped by Dylan Horton. No gain on the play. Gordon off that 4-sack performance against Michigan. That was the most ever in a college football playoff game.
Let me go find the links. I can post it.
In the 9-year history of it. They had 13 tackles for a loss against Michigan. They don't have any tonight. So that one is the first. Officially credited that as a 1-yard loss. 4:40 to go. Bennett out of the gun. McIntosh on his right. McConkey in motion from right to left. Bennett takes the snap. Wide open man down the middle. Darnell Washington has the catch, and he's tackled between the hash marks near the 12-yard line. Boy, TCU's been out of position all night long against both the run and the pass. Nobody near the receiver, Darnell Washington. And Sean, the crazy thing.
So that's Elmer's video on Ohm's law and Ohm's law basic and more. It's a pretty good video if you want to learn Ohm's law and stuff like that. Hello, Drink Trivia. How's it going? And thank you for stopping by here.
Over from Las Vegas. Watch her son with a question mark. That was a 28-yard gain. Hand off now to Teddy McIntosh. They struggle to get back from the line of scrimmage. Running right, Miller Bradford, the safety.
Radio science.
To make the play. No gain on the play.
So that's a great video to learn Ohm's law. I watched the video and I was like, wow. I wish I saw a video like this years ago. So I'm gonna keep doing them videos. Them videos is good. I like that. Break down the basics.
Again, this is an offense over 525 yards in both of the last 2 games. Well on their way again.
Shotgun snap of Bentley, dumps it off behind the line of scrimmage to the left, and McIntosh is strapped down behind the line by Johnny Hodges. He reached out to every Power 5 team in the offseason trying to transfer. TCU, the only one who responded. Johnny Hodges admitted to us last week he is stuck. His dad, Brian, used his email and kept contacting teams. Finally got the invite to come play for TCU, and he's been one of their best players. Loss of 1 on that play. Bennett letting the clock run down to 2:35 third quarter. 45-7 Georgia. They have third down of 11 on the TCU 14. Down to the gun with McIntosh to his left. Two receivers split out wide. A three to the right now. Bennett looking right. Throws to the end zone. And it is caught for a touchdown. Len McConkey just in bounds on the near side. Beat Millard Bradford in coverage of 14 yards. Touchdown for McConkey.
What a great read by Stetson Bennett. They had Brock Bowers to that side as well. There was double coverage on Bowers. That left single on McConkey. Bennett saw it and hit him for the touchdown in the side of the end zone.
Millard Bradford looked like he was trotting. I don't know if he's out of gas, but he was not running very fast as he was trailing McConkey in coverage. Second touchdown catch of the night for the redshirt sophomore from Chatsworth, Georgia. There's Jack Podlesny. So they get 52-7 as he tacks on the extra point.
Wow.
Recent Georgia touchdown drive, 9 plays, 84 yards. They held it for 5:17. It's the fourth touchdown pass of the night by Stetson Bennett. Here's Ian Fitzsimmons.
Sean, I was just talking to one current NFL player, a TCU alum, who did not want to be quoted with what I'm about to tell you.
All right, take care, Tony. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for stopping by, Tony. And check out his channel. His link isn't going to be... I'm going to put your link in the description at the end of the stream, Tony. So you can check out his channel. He has an awesome channel, SDR, Medium Wave DX, Longwave DX. So thank you, Tony.
The 90s. Bobby Bowden never did it, and Georgia is about to do it right now in the college football playoff era with 85 scholarship limitations and a transfer portal and NIL and everything else. It is a remarkable accomplishment of what those guys are doing in those silver britches and those red unis. And more on the Dogs. Let's go over to Chris Bud.
And Georgia heard it early over the offseason. How are they going to be able to repeat when they lost all that talent to the NFL draft a year ago? Well, there are some areas that this team is better. Stetson Bennett told me one, there's no fear of the unknown. We know what it's like to be there. We know what it takes to get there. Two, we run like a professional organization. It's a player-led. You do your job. And then three, leadership. This year's squad had a chance to learn from last year's squad, and there were so many of them. And you watch that on this sideline. This is a completely player-voiced team. And while they lost a lot of talent, a lot of that leadership and what they learned, the maturity from a year ago, that they were able to put up that national championship trophy, has trickled down this year's team.
All right, thank you, Ian and Chris. Stetson Bennett, 18 out of 25 with 304, 4 touchdowns.
So it looks like they're going to win back-to-back national titles. So...
The year said, what do you think about coming back to play? Why not? Yeah. It's fun. Absolutely. 25 years old, but still plenty of time as he looks toward the next level. And what a performance all the way around by this team that, as Ian said, it's very hard to win back-to-back, but they're about to.
And honestly, in the case of Stetson Bennett, it has benefited him coming back because he's been even better. He has played at a higher level as a quarterback, as a passer this year. You mentioned over 4,000 yards. He's had an incredible season throwing the football.
Don't you think this is a much better offensive team than the one that won the title? And I think Todd Monken deserves a lot of the credit, too. You know, he has found a way, starting from the very first game. You mentioned against Oregon, highly touted opener. They scored on each of their first 7 possession touchdowns and incorporated the running back in that game.
Right now, I'm about to hit 2 hours on the live stream. We got 4 people watching, 9 likes. Thank you.
Todd Leslie kicked off. Down to Darius Davis, the goal line. He's running up the far numbers. Now weaves a little bit to the inside, back outside, and he stumbled forward to the 30-yard line. I was interested when we asked Todd Monken a few games ago when we had Georgia, do you want to be a head coach again? He did a nice job at Southern Miss. And he said, no, not really. I mean, I have a great situation here.
He's paid $2 million a year. He coaches great players. They're going to continue to recruit great players.
And you don't have to deal with all the junk that a head coach has to deal with in this day and age of college football. It's a big job to manage a program. All that success Ian was talking about starts with recruiting. That's what they've done better than anybody else in recent years. On first down for TCU, Amari Mercado ahead. Or just a couple, disappointment for him. You know, it was all set up. Returning to his hometown of Los Angeles for the Hollywood ending, with him as the stand-in for Kendre Miller.
Keegan, the culinary guru. You know what I had earlier? I had French fries with melted cheddar and jalapenos. Man, that was so good. I went off on that. French fries. I melted cheddar cheese on it. I put it in the microwave after I fried the French fries, of course, in the air fryer. And then I put jalapeno slices on top. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. That was so good. Cheese fries. Jalapeno cheese fries, basically.
Get them down, and they almost made a big play throwing it all the way across the field. But instead, it's just an incomplete.
I had that earlier with 2 cheeseburgers.
Duggan is 11 out of 18 for 116.
When the game started.
2 interceptions. On top of the 2.
Right before the game started.
In the win over Michigan. They're on their own 32-yard line, just inside the right hash mark. Out of the shotgun again. Chris Battle's the running back. They rush 4. The pass is caught, and off he goes. Darius Davis up the near hash mark, and finally tripped up at the Georgia 43. Just a short catch, but it goes for 23 yards, 19 of them after the catch for Davis. Davis has been the leading receiver, his 5th catch in the ballgame, right there. They had a 60-yard play that set up their touchdown. 5 catches for 101 for Darius Davis, senior from Louisiana. Here's Mercado, and he got pelted immediately by Jalen Carter. Very likely to be one of the top 3 or 4 picks in the next NFL draft, perhaps even the top pick. The Chicago Bears will have the first pick, and they don't need a quarterback, you would think, with Justin Fields there, so perhaps they would opt for a defensive star like Jalen Carter, Will Anderson of Alabama. You'd be happy with either one of those 2 guys on your defense. Davis 2 for Mercado, under a half minute to go in the 3rd quarter. Duggan rolling right as he took the shot right up. Faced by Robert Beal. It trips him up along the far sideline, the TCU side. They're going to mark Duggan down just shy of the first down by about a yard.
You know, Sean, you mentioned the recruiting of Georgia. And in this age of the transfer portal, Kirby is not opposed to bringing guys out of the portal, but only 1 transfer on this football team. Everything else has been guys they've recruited and they've developed, and they just keep building and building these top recruiting classes.
Yeah, they recruit so well, they don't really need reinforcement. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. The score, Georgia 52 and TCU 7. This is the college football playoff national championship.
52-7. Going into the 4th quarter now.
At Progressive, we know there's nothing like a feel.
$540-3081. 540-3081.
Who needs to get fired? Bobby, who needs to get fired from coaching football for TCU? I'm not going to get fired, you know. I mean, it was going to happen. I mean, they had a good year. It's just Georgia is a lot better. You understand? The SEC is like pro football. I mean, you know, LSU, bro. SEC is the toughest. It's the toughest conference in college football. The Big Ten is second, but they're nowhere near the SEC. SEC is the best. The best talented, best football is SEC. SEC. Up and down, SEC.
Each other. They collaborate as a team.
So
You can't just tell your people to be like that. You have to find people who are like that deep down and help them see why that makes them so great. I think that makes a difference. Travis Crawford, HVAC.com.
News Talk 1110, 99.3 WBT, where Charlotte turns for traffic.
That's facts. Retirees have it worse because there's no time to...
here you go. Charlotte.
If you had wondering if all your hard-earned equity would still be there, what if you could recession-proof your equity?
Yeah, of course. SEC will always be the BA when it comes to football. Yeah, of course. Because right now, I remember a long time ago, now they have they're like a super conference now, right? You got the SEC, you got the Big Ten, and the Pac-12. Well, now, of course, I think UCLA and who's they're going to the Big Ten, right? What's the other school? Anyway, SEC is number one conference in football.
Isn't on your agenda. Keep up on
WTAM. There you go.
Thank you so much for...
Now when it comes to football, I mean, they had a couple of good years, like when Florida State was dominant. But remember, when Florida State went dominant, but Florida State hasn't been that good lately. And Miami used to be in the Big East, and Miami, of course, was, but they're nowhere near the SEC right now. All right, let me go back to the game.
The ball thrown a little bit behind him to his right, and it was certainly way off target.
So the ACC in basketball, yeah, ACC in basketball, they're pretty good. But in football, no, they're not that bad.
I mean, his stats for the year, he only had 26 tackles. But unless this is a typo, they have him credited for quarterback pressure.
Even in basketball, the SEC is pretty good. They have a lot of good teams. Kentucky's a good team. I mean, well, I don't know about recently, but
They turn it over on downs, and it's Stetson Bennett at the helm again. Branson Robinson is the minute running back, a true freshman. He gets a handoff out of the gun, running from right to left. He turns the corner and gets very close to the 50-yard line. Here's Chris Budden.
John, in the break between the third and fourth quarter, a lot of the players will hold out 4 fingers for the fourth quarter. People turn on their flashlights. There was a large group of Georgia fans who held up envelopes or pieces of mail. There was a request to do this in honor of the mailman, Stetson Bennett. That is his nickname. So you can see throughout the red and black up here in the stadium, several people brought envelopes and held them up in the air in his honor.
I'd say his legacy is pretty well cemented in the state of Georgia. I mean, he'll never have to buy a meal or a drink ever again in that state.
Play clock is running all the way down, and Kirby Smart's going to use the timeout as it goes to 1 second. The Bulldogs are still in a huddle. I think it might be a curtain call here for Bennett. Yes, it is. That's why they did that. Kirby Smart walks out near the numbers on the near sideline, gives Bennett a hug. I love that. And that will do it for a legendary career for Stetson Bennett, the senior from Blackshear, Georgia, who arrived at 2017 as a walk-on from a big Georgia family, always has dreamed to play for the Dogs. He was a backup. He went to Jones Junior College in Mississippi the following year to get experience as a starter. Returned in 2019 to Georgia as a scholarship player, but Todd was really a backup until into last season when he took over for JT Daniels.
Yeah. JT Daniels was the starter, actually played pretty well early on, then had some injuries. Stetson Bennett came in, played at a high level, and never gave up the job. And Georgia, has 2 national championships on the verge because of it.
His rating is nice and cool right now. Yeah, I put the fan on it. I installed the fan on it. It's nice and cold. Of course, I'm just receiving. I'm not transmitting on it, but that fan accessory is pretty cool.
In his finale for 304 yards passing and 4 touchdowns. So back-to-back 300-yard-plus games in this year's playoff. He had 398, a career high in the semifinals against Ohio State. The 4 touchdown passes, 1 shy of a career high, 5 against UAB last season.
And Sean, so think about this. Georgia on the verge of winning back-to-back national championships with him as the quarterback, and he is probably going to win all 4 MVP awards of every college football playoff game he played in. It's amazing. What a run.
And he was also the MVP of their SEC title game this year against LSU. For the last 5 postseason games they will have played, assuming he is the MVP tonight, he'll be 5 for 5.
And the only other guy could be
balloting this year.
Yeah, the only other guy could be is Brock Bowers, but I don't think they're going to give it to anybody but Stetson Bennett.
He also, Bennett, ran for 2 touchdowns on 3 carries and capped the opening drive of the game with a 21-yard touchdown run. And now they're back on the field and huddling up. We'll see who the quarterback is. Likely Carson Beck, who played in 6 games. A redshirt sophomore from Jacksonville, Florida. Out of Mandarin High School. 24 out of 32 passing as a backup this year. That's 75% to 279, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. Another highly recruited player. 6'4", 215.
Put it like that.
Still missed coming through the openings at the top of the stadium here into the covered seating area of the line. First play for Beck is a handoff to Branson Robinson, freshman from Canton, Mississippi, who was tackled by George Ellis. So the season ends for Stetson Bennett with a single season passing yardage mark for Georgia with the 304 tonight, 4,127 yards passing. Last year, we think maybe he'll find more eligibility, come back in 26. Back out of the gun, throws to the left, caught. It's Pierre Jackson. A nice gain along the near sideline. He got knocked out of bounds at the 29-yard line of TCU. 6 touchdowns responsible for Stetson Bennett is tied for the most in a BCS or CFP championship game with Joe Burrow, who had one of the great seasons ever for a college quarterback in 2019. Did that in their national championship game win against Clemson to cap a 15-0.
That's LSU, right? Joe Burrow?
He grabbed around the legs and swung down after a gain of about a half a yard. So Georgia is going to become just the 3rd team.
He's a Cincinnati Bengal now.
A perfect 15-0 season and with a national title. That LSU team did it in 2019 with Joe Burrow, and Clemson did it the year before. They just put that note on the big screen message board here about the 6 touchdowns responsible for it. That got a big rise out of Georgia Bulldog partisan.
Yeah, Clemson. That's like Clemson. ACC, I forgot.
2nd and 10. 52-7 Georgia here in the 4th quarter. Robinson straight ahead.
Forgot about Clemson.
From Beck, and he got inside the 25.
I'd say if you're Stetson Bennett, that's pretty good company to be in with Joe Burrow and Trevor Lawrence, the quarterbacks of those type of teams.
He's not going to be a first draft. Be interesting to see where he does get picked. But there's not a lot there not to like, if you'll pardon the double negative from Stetson Bennett. And the personality and competitive fire to go with it. Won the Burlsworth Trophy. The best college player who started his career as a walk-on. Here comes a blitz at back, throwing for single coverage along the near sideline, and it's incomplete near the goal line. Intended for Dylan Bell, Southern highly touted recruit, true freshman out of Houston, Texas.
Remember when we talked to Todd Monken earlier in the year, we asked, if you go to someone other than Stetson Bennett, who's the next guy? He talked about Carson Beck and said he's really a great thrower. I mean, probably of all the guys they have in their quarterback room, maybe the best pure thrower.
I'll come back to that in a minute. 8-10, right? That's why I left at 8-10. Let me see.
Physically and active COVID vaccines near you at Vaccine Center. Listen data. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
In Mexico City for North American Leaders Summit, President Biden met with his Mexican counterpart, Andres Manuel López Obrador, when he raised concerns over the
I think there's Schenectady, right? 820 is WNYC. That's an NPR station.
To explain the apparent contradiction and the diplomatic.
Let me see, 8:30. .840, I think is WHAS. Still too early for that.
Aucune représentation de leur projet. Alors donc, on cherche toujours la nuance d'un côté comme de l'autre, et ces questions-là sont au cœur encore des conversations. Et d'ailleurs, nous, on abordera la question avec Alain Deneau plus tard cette semaine, qui sera avec nous, qui a publié justement un livre qui réfléchit à cette polarisation.
860 is CJBC out of Toronto. I'm gonna do a couple of bands. The game is already over, so I'm just gonna tune in right before the game ends. And I'm following the game here, but they already got their backup quarterback there taking snaps. And this game is over. 52-7, Georgia's winning in the fourth quarter. Yeah, it's pretty much over. So let me do a little band scan. Remaining band scan. So CJBC. And let me see what else I think that's the only station I usually get on there. Yeah, 860. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's over. 870. What's 870? Of course, I don't get WWL from up here. I got it when I was in Florida. I got WWL. 870. But I wonder what's that. I think that's Chicago. 870. What I normally get? I think. Let me. KNDX and 860. I've heard KKOW Pittsburgh, Kansas in the daytime and nighttime, and CJBC Toronto at nighttime. Okay, cool. Yeah, 870. I wonder if there's WWL. I don't think that is, but let me see what I normally. Well, I normally don't. Let me see what's new. Because that will be a first for me. If I could get WWL from here in Yonkers. But now it's mixing. Because I get Ithaca too. I get WHCU Ithaca. Sometimes I get that as news talk. Let me see what else. Yeah. I'm going to try later on tonight, I think. Man, I would like to get WWL. That would be a first for me. Because that one I picked up when we were driving down to Florida. I was around North Carolina. I picked it up there. And then I picked it up when we were in Florida, of course. We're not up here in New York, you know. But it sounds like it's mixing. I mean, there's a couple of stations. There's one in Maine. But it just sounds like news talk. Yeah, it's news talk. And WWL is also news talk. I know that. So that could be Ithaca, New York. But it sounds like it's mixing. All right.
Say they can't do it all. Chancellor David Banks
wants to hear from more parents.
The chancellor does not have all the answers.
He says he wants more parents to apply for community and citywide education councils and even more to vote them in.
Education councils help shape policies and priorities for New York City schools.
Well, Georgia just scored again. 59-7. Yeah, it's over.
As a challenge, I also
let me read right here. Sorry. Keegan DX 870. Here is WWL New Orleans by night. One night I heard KFJZ. I mean, yeah, JZ. Excuse me. Yeah, KFJZ. Fort Worth. Okay, cool. Wow. Yeah. And WCBS 880.
Almerdane with a message for men. If you're waking up frequently at night to use the restroom, have an urgency to urinate, experience leaking or straining during urination.
Okay, too much information there.
Known as benign prostatic hyperplasia or BPH.
Here we go with the prostate talk.
Offers a non-surgical treatment which can alleviate your symptoms. Call American Prostate Centers today to schedule your consultation at 833-426-3636 or visit American Prostate Center.
Normally you hear old rag chewing, old hands talking about their prostate.
No matter where you go with the Odyssey app. Stream the music and shows you love on your phone, tablet, laptop, smart speaker, and more.
create an account to save your favorites across devices.
And jump back to moments that matter most with Rewind.
Your favorite local.
$8.90. I normally get WLS. That's out of Chicago. But recently I got Cuba. What is it? Radio Progreso? $8.90. I got a video on it in SDR with the SDR. I got $8.90 Radio Progreso. But Keegan DX at 880 here is KRVN Lexington, Nebraska, and or KJOZ Conroe, Texas at night. Okay, cool. Keegan DX, I heard WCBS New York on 880 at night. Yeah, it's a blowtorch, so you should be able to pick it up. Pretty cool. I'm gonna try this one later on, because I may get Cuba on this one. Right now, it sounds like WLS. Let me see what else is on 890 actually. I'm using Radio Locator. I'm about to probably you only get a certain amount of searches on Radio Locator. I hate that it's limited. 890. Let me see. It's probably WLS, but let me see what else I usually. If I ever picked up anything before. Let me see. Let me go on my channel. Usually I search my own channel. If I see I picked up other than that. So it's WLS, Progresso. Those are the ones I pick up. WLS and Radio Progresso from Cuba on 890. So it's got to be one or the other. Keegan DX, sir. 890 here is KMVG, Gladstone, Missouri in the day, and WLS, Chicago, Illinois at night. Cool. And of course, AM mode. Okay. This is CHML.
That criteria are the enemy of the state. And so in their way, they are who truly are representative of
Hamilton, Ontario, I believe.
What's interesting about that, too, is just
CHML out of Hamilton, Ontario, Canada.
with the so-called Freedom Convoy in Ottawa, I mean, lots of people with lots of different axes to grind there, and yet somehow they find common symbols to rally under, and the flag being one of them.
Yeah, Keegan. I as the first time I heard Progresso was I got a video. It's a couple of months old. Yeah, Progresso. I just heard it the other. Let me see. I got the video right here. Let me put the date on there. What's the date on that one? 2 months. No, well, not 2 months ago. A month ago. With the hula hoop. I got 890 Progresso. With my SDR.
People who don't believe in the moon landing or believe in the JFK assassination is like a 2%.
So you probably got that too. You probably got Progresso.
With people who believe in the Illuminati or something like the deep state. But what we have here and what's happening politically in many of these popular movements and nationalist movements is that these things are coming together. So we have
Nighttime is local. Let me try medium wavelets.
Justamente antes de nosotros, antes de nacer,
910, like 910. Yeah, that's local. That's gonna be religious. Yeah, religious. No.
llegar a cumplir ese propósito, a descubrir ese propósito, nosotros tenemos que estar en constante oración con el Señor. Nosotros tenemos que estar conectados con el Señor, constantemente estar comunicándonos con el Señor, porque solo así, amados hermanos, nosotros podemos llegar a conocer el propósito del Señor.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. That's local. 910 is WRKL, New City, New York, which is not far from here. Spanish Christian. Okay, yeah. Yeah. So that's religious. That's Spanish. Christian. Let me read Keegan. So yeah. Keegan is 900 here is KHOZ Harrison, Arkansas in the day, and occasionally CHML Hamilton, Ontario at night, and a mix of other stations. Yeah. And Keegan DX, I heard Progresso on 90.3 with RDS Progresso by eSkip on December 13, 2022. Cool. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's cool. All right, so 920. What's 920? 920, I heard quite a few. I heard WHJJ out of Providence. 920. He's a news radio, news talk. So WHJJ. I remember that one. Let me see what else. I remember what else. What's in the station? Cortland, New York. WYBY. I don't know. Let me check Radio Locator. I'm about to hit the limit on Radio Locator. But I ain't paying no fee to get unlimited. I like Radio Locator, but they shouldn't just leave it open for everybody. They shouldn't put a limit on the searches. I'm very close to the limit on Radio Locator. So let's see. Kingston, New York. Well, that could be like WGHQ out of Kingston, New York. Nostalgia. But what's the other one? Let me see what on my channel. I have to look at my channel. 920. Because I go to my channel sometimes to check. Okay, Canada. Oh, okay. So 920 is, I heard this before. I got a few catches on it. Okay. CKNX from Wingham, Ontario, Canada. Yeah, that's what I heard a few times. So that could be Canada. CKNX. And that's the one I normally pick up. Okay. Yeah. Because sometimes I do a search on my own channel. I'll put the frequency in, and normally that's what I get. So that's one of them that I get, CKNX. And 910, a long time ago, was Puerto Rico. I picked that up with the RTL SDR. It was Noti Uno. It's a Puerto Rican news talk station on 910. I remember that one. I had that one on video. That's a long time ago. That's like 5 years ago. I have a video on that. Keegan DX at 910 here in the day is KVIS Miami, Oklahoma. Later in the day, WSU Iowa City, Iowa by night. WUBR Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Okay. And of course, Keegan DX also transmits on 910 using his Talking House AM radio transmitter from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Thursdays and from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Saturdays. Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm going to set mine up soon because I found out that it wasn't the radio and the noise. It was actually, but I may have to put it in another room. So that is most likely CKNX. Okay. And 930 is local. It's a local station. It's an ethnic station. That's a local station. It is WPAT. Yeah, WPAT. right? Patterson, New Jersey. Yeah. So that's WPAT. Most likely. Yeah, it is. Probably most likely.
Waaw xam naa foofu dinaa fa revenir ndax ñoo ngi suivre processus bi ak police
940. $940. I picked up Cuba before, but not here when I was in Florida. I picked up Progresso 940 from Santi Spiritus, Cuba, and locally 940. Let me see, medium wave list. What would be that? Right now it's like a bunch of mix. My son is really stomping upstairs today. Tonight. He's having fun upstairs tonight. I told him, I didn't tell nobody I was going to live stream, so I'm not going to let him. Yeah, I can't make out. Let's see if I put it white. AM mode. Put your music there. Trying to see what I have no idea what this is. It could be Connecticut, yeah, classic rock. Okay, that might, I don't know. Wine, WINE, Brookfield, Connecticut, classic rock. It could be that one. I heard that music. Sounds like classic rock. Country, let me see. I can't make this out right now. WGRP, Greenville, Pennsylvania, adult contemporary. Okay. I have no idea what this one is. And one I'm going to have to put on the list. 950. 950. What is 950? Let me check out medium wave list. 950. Let's see. I don't know, something rings a bell because I don't have no catches on that on my channel. 950. Wow. Because I always get, it's just always a mix. WWJ Detroit. Could be that. Because that's News Radio 950. WKDN maybe. Philadelphia. Utica, New York. That's upstate. Yeah. WIBX. Maybe. Let's see if any of them ring a bell. Any of them ring a bell to me. Rochester. WROC. That still looks like sports. That's sports. But I don't think it's that one. WROL out of Boston, maybe. I have to revisit this one. Okay, let me read. King in the X, I simulcast on 89.7 WUWM Milwaukee for their music variety show. It's All Right Ma, Tony Music, which airs on Thursdays from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. and repeats Saturday from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Cool. And King in the X, I relay my Talking House AM transmitter on 910 on my Sequring FM transmitter to at 91.9. Cool.
Social Security's online services help with you in control, with secure access to your information anytime, anywhere. Allowing you to spend more time with family, friends, and simply just enjoying the day. Social Security, securing today and tomorrow.
I think this is Pittsburgh. WEAV, I think.
Johnson and Charles Barkley welcoming you back to Cubicle here at Accounts Payable. What an afternoon of non-stop bookkeeping action, Charles. Are you kidding me?
I'm in Pittsburgh. Plattsburgh, New York, excuse me. WEAV, the game 97.1, 105.9. I think that's Plattsburgh, New York. Fox Sports Radio. I gotta say, this radio's a nice little meeting with DX too. Wow, I'm loving this radio. I gotta say it, pretty impressive. I'm gonna leave it on for a couple of minutes. I want to get the station ID. It's already 10:58. Might as well get the station ID. Yeah, Fox Sports.
Chargers wide receiver Mike Williams has a bruised back, no fracture, so he could practice this week. But running back for the Dolphins, Raheem Mostert has a broken thumb requiring surgery.
Anyway, that's WEAV Fox Sports out of Plattsburgh, New York. Plattsburgh is right by the Canadian border, so it's way up. It's up there. So that's Fox Sports. All right, 970 is going to be local. That's WNYM, The Answer.
State Department spokesman Ned Price says the U.S. is prepared to go all the way up the ladder and seeing who is responsible for war crimes in Ukraine.
Keegan DX, sir. 950 here in the day is KFSA Fort Smith, Arkansas. By night, KPRC, Houston, Texas. And Radio Reload sometimes. Cool.
More on these stories at townhall.com.
If you're 65 or older, you know this. Watching your hard-earned dollars fly out the window on healthcare costs is so frustrating. But here's some great news. If you missed the December 7th deadline for open enrollment, it's not too late.
All right, so let's go to 980. I think, well, I don't have any videos on this one, but I think that's WTEM out of Washington, D.C. The team 980. But also it can be Fox Sports out of Troy, New York. WOFX, Fox Sports Radio 980 and 95.9 FM. That's all right. No bad. Yeah, so I have to revisit this one for sure. Yeah, notice I'm not getting any more. I'm not getting a lot of noise now because of all the Christmas lights are down. So now I could DX again. I'm listening to some good stuff tonight. I'm happy. I don't get that all that constant buzzing. So I gotta say it's pretty cool. Anyway, the game is over. Final score is 65-7. I'm just gonna post the score anyway, but it's over, of course. Congratulations to the Georgia Bulldogs on their second consecutive national championship. So congratulations to the Georgia Bulldogs. And I'm just gonna DX here for another hour or so. I'm gonna DX. Gonna have fun here DXing. So 990. Let's see what's 990. 990. I picked up 990 before. It was out of Rochester. It's WDCX, Rochester, New York. That's what I picked up before, but maybe something. Who knows? Maybe not. And that was with the MFJ 1886 loop. But I want to see if there's anything else. Of course, let me see what else. No, that's not enough. Let me see what else. Pennsylvania, 990 the answer. I don't know. Sounds like music. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. Oh, yes, oldies. Okay, that's WNTY out of Southington, Connecticut. That's what this is. That's oldies. They're playing oldies. Okay. So that's the first for me recording that on video. Yeah, oldies. Sounds like it. All right. King in the Xer. 980 here is KCAB, Dardanelle, Arkansas in the day. KMBZ, Kansas City, Missouri at night. Or WCUB, Two Rivers, Wisconsin on 980 when in Northeast Wisconsin to visit family from my dad's side there. Okay, cool. 990 here is KRMO, Cassville, Missouri in the day. And CBW, Winnipeg, Manitoba at night. Cool. Wow. Nice. You get some good catches out there. Yeah, WMVP. Yeah. Right, WMVP. Yeah, okay. I just heard it too. WMVP, Chicago, Illinois. ESPN Chicago, 1000 AM. Of course, now you hear overflow from 1010. But I just heard the call sign WMVP out of Chicago, which that's what I normally pick up anyway. And 1010 wins.
Either direction, the inbound haulings close and detour down till 5 in the morning. The Staten Island bound Outer Bridge crossing, a busy ride with right lane construction. Instead, it's moving much better. In New Jersey tonight.
And thank you for the likes. 11 likes. 2 people watching. Thank you. I've been out for 2 hours and 56 minutes. I was covering the game too, but the game was a blowout. Basically, after halftime, it was already a blowout. So the game just ended a little while ago. Georgia Bulldogs won 65-7 over TCU for the second straight national championship title. So congratulations to the Georgia Bulldogs. Congratulations.
Overnight hours, some clouds moving in from the north. We're going to track those, see how far south they go. It'll be brisk. A low of 34 in the city, upper 20s well inland. Sunshine will mix with clouds on Tuesday, the high 45 degrees. Partly cloudy for Tuesday night, the low 32. Wednesday, a similar day to Tuesday, partial sunshine to the high of 44. But Thursday, we're looking at some rain.
Hey, you want me to keep doing the band scan? I could probably go for another half an hour. Keegan DX, 1000 here. If anything is KTOK, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, and or WMVP, Chicago, Illinois. Okay, cool.
39 going down to 34 in Midtown. On AccuWeather's Carrie Schwindedhammer. On New York's weather station, 1010 winds on 92.3 FM.
When family gets older.
All right. And this is KDKA out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Most likely should be. All right, so that's KDKA.
Primarily people in their 20s and in their 30s. And this administration has been...
This is WBZ out of Boston, Massachusetts.
...to the federal government to enforce the law in terms of immigration. It is how they have chosen to enforce it. And they have chosen to open the borders. So I just want to open up here and find out from all of you if the Biden visit to the border.
So WBZ, Boston, Massachusetts. Right? Yeah, news radio 1030 and yeah. Okay.
Nothing will change. Nothing will change. 617-254-1030, 888-929-1030, and 617-931-1030. This is an incredible crisis. It is a humanitarian crisis. It is a crisis of confidence in our government. If we cannot control our borders,
1040, that's WHO out of Iowa City, Iowa. Excuse me, Des Moines, Iowa. Excuse me. Des Moines, Iowa. Yeah, WHO. Although locally it could be WCHR out of New Jersey or WYSL 1040. But I think this is a WHO. But they always struggle with this one because of 1050. It's a blowtorch.
Against Michigan, clogged up the inside running lane.
And they hit the gaps. They got into the backfield. So Georgia, instead of
of course, WYM, right? 1060. Okay, what? Yeah, KYW, excuse me. KYW. Philadelphia. Normally it is that. Trying to see if I see it. Yeah, KYW News Radio, Philadelphia. Yeah. All right. Yeah, that's fine. This one during the day is WKOK 1070 from Sunbury, Pennsylvania. But at night, CHOK out of Sarnia, Ontario, Canada. So it could, yeah, it's more like it's Canada. CHOK. CHOK. So CHOK, it has to be CHOK. Keegan DX, sir. Sorry, I'm tapping the cooler here. Keegan DX, sir. 1010 here is KIND. Independence, Arkansas. Kansas, excuse me. Sorry. KRNI, Mason City, Iowa. KSIR, Brush, Colorado. KTNZ, Amarillo, Texas. KXEN, St. Louis, Missouri. WHIN, Gatlin, Tennessee. And WJXL, Jacksonville, Florida. Wow, you got a mix there. You got a mix there of all those stations. Yeah, so normally I think it's a CHOK. And go to 1080. And then 1080 is normally is all WTIC, Hartford, Connecticut. Let's see if I get anything else. WTIC. Top, yeah, News Top 1080 WTIC. 800-919-6090. And WTIC. 1090. WBAL, Baltimore. WBAL.
Pilots who would say that. I will tell you this, Ian. I am not necessarily an old person. I don't know if you can tell by my voice, but
this is WTAM out of Cleveland, Ohio. And Keegan DX also had wins in New York City and CFRB Toronto at 1010 by night here. Yeah, those are the two big ones. CFRB and 1010 wins. Keegan DX at 1020 here. KDKA Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and or KCKN Roswell, New Mexico. Wow, pretty cool. And this is WTAM.
Very public now.
Of course, that's WBT out of Charlotte. Oh, it throws itchy. Wow. KMOX, St. Louis, Missouri. That's usually what I get. News Radio 1120, KMOX. Keegan DXer, 10:30 here. Local KFAY, Fayetteville, Arkansas in the day and night. Later at night, also KCWJ, Blue Spring, Missouri, or KCTA, Corpus Christi, Texas. Cool. 11:30 is Bloomberg.
From all that
WBBR.
In classic Wall Street fashion, who are the winners and who are the losers?
The obvious answer that jumps to mind is that the bankers benefited from the banks making this amount of money. This is not a world where, you get to be one of the very, very richest people on earth. But it does mint a couple of billionaires like JP Morgan's head Jamie Dimon and former Goldman Sachs boss Lloyd Blankfein. But, by and large, what we're talking about here are bankers making sometimes millions and millions of dollars thanks to Wall Street's good times.
Right.
But speaking of a kind of
Not that good right now, but normally I get WRVA, News Radio 1140 and 96.1 FM, WRVA out of Richmond, Virginia. And there's a country station also in Warsaw, New York. But I think it's WRVA. That's what I normally get. Right now it's 11:27 here on the East Coast in Yonkers, New York. So I know that's probably WRVA because the other one is a very low power station. WCJ Country out of Warsaw, New York. I heard that one before, but normally I get this one. Out of Richmond. Yeah, out of Richmond, Virginia. This is my channel. 50, I don't think I can have a video on them. When I was in Florida, I picked up WJBO out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. But that was when I was in Florida. Over here, I don't see anything that I familiar. Let me see. 1150. No, right now. Let me see. Yeah. Nothing rings a bell right now. Nothing.
Disney World, from what I understand right now,
This is local.
they're a big supporter of Planned Parenthood.
This is, I think, Relevant Radio.
Abortion.
Yeah, Relevant Radio. Out of Oakland, New Jersey. Relevant Radio. WVNJ. Relevant Radio.
That is the case. Can you clarify that or give me some information on that?
I think I can. So, first thing is, yeah, you're right.
So that's religious. Okay, let me go right here. Keegan. 1040 here. WHO, Des Moines, Iowa by night. Also heard KCBR Monument, Colorado one night. Cool. And 1060 here is KBFL, Springfield, Missouri. KFIT, Lockhart, Texas. KRCN, Longmont, Colorado. And KYW, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Okay, cool. Wow, pretty cool. So this is Relevant Radio. Okay, let me lower that because I don't want to get hit with a copyright crapple. All right, I think that's WWVA, Wheeling, West Virginia. Really? That sound like it. Isn't that talk? No, that's not. That's not WWVA. Is it? Okay, I'm waiting for the music to finish. I'm gonna check on. Okay, let me stop it for a minute. Let me go back to Radio Locator. Actually, let me go to my channel first, see if I have that 1170. Normally it is WWVA, but that don't sound like WWVA because isn't that talk? Okay, I have two videos on that.
Enemies in your mind by wicked works. Yet now
Oh, look who it is. Okay, never mind. I know who it is. Who's this guy?
to present you holy and unblameable and unreprovable in his sight.
Yeah, so that's WWVA. Okay, but they have programming. That's why they have Overcoming Ministry, I believe, at this time.
Which is under heaven, whereof I bore and made a list.
Brother Stairs everywhere. Right? Okay. Yeah. So that music, that was okay. That was God religious music. Okay, that's what it was. So that is, yeah, that's WWVA. That has to be. That has to be that. Yeah, okay, that's what it was. Okay. Okay, so let's go.
As he reveals the real threat of Biden, Obama, the big media, and more. Horowitz names names.
That is WHAM out of Rochester.
The most important book of 2023. It's in bookstores everywhere. Or check out the free offer and save $28. Just go online to finalbattle611.com. That's finalbattle611.com to get your free copy today.
On the podcast, Peyton with the Mighty Talk, David Walker and Christine Taylor, stars of the post-classic show Hey Dude, bringing back to the days of we lived it, and now we're calling you all come back and read it.
So I just shut down the other computer. Okay. All right, so that's Wham! 1180.
Would you sit them beside a lit fireplace or by the deep end of a
Yeah.
pool? One last question. Would you seek your
1190, I believe, is local. Yeah, let me. I want to hear no copyright on that. So 1190 is it's local, right? That gotta be local. That's a local one, I believe. Is it local? Yeah, WLIB, Lyndhurst, New York. Okay, that's So WLIB. And
ZipRecruiter.com/.
let me read. Okay, Keegan, here we go, Keegan. Keegan the Xer. 1090. Wow. A whole bunch of stuff here, bro. Where am I? I'm lost here. Okay, sorry. Yeah, okay, 1070. Okay, that's where I left off. Okay. Okay. Keegan the Xer 1070 here in KFTI, Wichita, Kansas, KH, and Mo Hannibal, Missouri, KNX. You got. Oh, wow, you got Los Angeles. Wow, KNX. And WAPI, Birmingham, Alabama. Cool. And 1080 here. KRLD, Dallas, Texas in the day, and stronger, like local at night. 1090 is KAAY, Little Rock, Arkansas, day and night. And of course, that's a local one. 1100 is KKLL, Web City, Missouri in the day. WTAM, Cleveland by night. And 1110 here is KGFL, Clinton, Arkansas in the day. KFAB, Omaha, Nebraska by night. Cool. 1120 here is KETU, Catoosa, Oklahoma, Tulsa area in the day. KMOX, St. Louis at night. Okay, cool. And 1130 here is KWKH, Shreveport, Louisiana by night. Cool. Keegan, you're a machine. 1200 is not WOAI anymore. I used to get that quite often, but lately I'm getting it's closer now. I think it's Massachusetts. Let me see. I'll tell you right now. I used to get WOAI for San Antonio. Yeah. I'm gonna skip a little bit.
Make the
So that's
government physically
WPHC.
try to come to my house.
That's WPHC, Philadelphia.
Remember Texas at Tampa.
1220. What is 1220? What is 1220? 1220. I usually get a mix of the 1220. I got in. I think the one that stands out. Let me go to my channel. 1220. What I picked up at 1220. Yeah, the word WHKW from Cleveland, Ohio. So that's a religious station. So that one I picked up the word. Out of Cleveland. Trying to see what else I picked up. I think I might have picked up also WATX out of Connecticut. Connecticut Gold 1220 WATX. I think I picked up that one before. I think I also picked up WSTL La Mega 94.9 FM from Providence, Rhode Island. I believe I picked that one up before. I'm trying to see what another one that I might have picked up. Yeah, I think those are the main ones that I picked up. On 1220. And 1230 is local. That's 1230 is. How does it sound like that? Wow, what's going on with 1230? WFAS, but why does it sound like that? Yeah, normally WFAS from White Plains, New York, which is a couple of miles. I want to say it's right there, stone's throw away. WHUC Country 107.3 out of Hudson, New York. Right now, it's just that. Wow. Wow. I have nothing on 1240 on my channel. I'm going to say this radio is very good on medium wave. None of my radios are even close to this radio right now. So this is like a nice little surprise. It's a little medium wave DX. I have this, and I don't even have it on the loop. This is on my NFET. Man, this is I'm going to say it's impressive right now. And I could get these stations. Or it's probably just as good as the RSPdx in terms of that. Wow. So 1240. Okay. Wow. It's a lot. There is a lot of stations on 1240. Wow. I'm hearing Spanish. What can that be? There's a lot. There's a lot of stations on 1240. If you go to Radio Locator, it's 9 pages of that frequency. Wow. I don't want to narrow the search because I'm almost maxed out on Radio Locator. But it sounded like it was Spanish. So I'm gonna go to the next one. So Spanish, what can it be? Definitely not California. That's Spanish. That would be awesome one. Ethnic, okay. No, not that one. Trying to find something else. WATN, Watertown, New York. That could be that one. News Talk. It's mixing. Now it's English now. Oh, Spanish. Yeah, wow. Oh, Freeport. Okay, multinational. Could be that one. Multinational. WGBB, Freeport, New York, multinational. It could be that one. It could be. I might have heard this one too. WJTN out of Jamestown, New York, Nostalgia. Miranda, I can't make out what this is. It's like mixing. There's a lot of stations in this frequency. Schenectady, WPTR, Classic Rock. I think I might have heard that before. WSNJ, I might have heard that one before on this frequency. Wow, it's a lot in that frequency. All right, let me read up a few more. King and the X 1150 here, KSAL, Salina, Kansas, KWKY, Des Moines, Iowa, WHBY, Kimberly, Wisconsin, WJBO, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. That one I heard it when I was in Florida. WJBO, I remember that one. King and the X, I also heard WMST, Mount Sterling, Kentucky, during the DX test last April. Cool. 1160 here, KSL, Salt Lake City, Utah. Man, that's what I wanted to. I was shooting for that one years ago. When I came back into the hobby, I really wanted that station, Powerhouse Station out of Salt Lake City, but of course, no dice on that. Maybe when I build my, CAS or something, or like when I was talking about Tony, when I was saying Tony, I'm monetization. I make enough money, I'll pull the trigger on a Wellbrook. I'll buy Wellbrook if I make enough, if I get some tips. It'll go through the Wellbrook fund. If I start getting some tips, I'm gonna let it save up, and then I'll just get a Wellbrook. I know I said I wasn't gonna buy Wellbrook with my money, but hey, if YouTube, if I make enough money on the ads, let it pile up, I might pull the trigger on a Wellbrook. We'll see. So there you go. The Wellbrook Fund has just started. And that's it. I don't want no W6 LVP. Next to 10, I got to be a Wellbrook. That's it. I got to go with the gold standard in loops. Not the alpha pixel loop, whatever. All the Wellbrook. That's it. So hopefully it'll happen in a few months. It'll add up and I'll pull the trigger on that. Wellbrook runs around $400 plus US. So yeah, I get to that threshold. Yeah, I'll pull the trigger on it because I want to try it. Or if somebody want to, send me one, or sell it to me at a discount. Hey, I'll do it, and I'll do comparisons with that too. So there you go. Let me go down here. Keegan DX 1170 here, KFAQ, Tulsa, Oklahoma. Now KTSB. And Keegan DX 1180 here is Wham, Rochester, New York. Yeah, one night in late 2021. Yeah, that's a big one. All right, so I think I'm going to wrap it up. Yeah, I don't want to go all the way to the top of the band because I'll be here for another hour and a half or more. And I'm pretty tired already. I've been out for 3 hours and 35 minutes. Of course, you know, this was a surprise stream. And because of course, the national title game was on. I'll be back tomorrow, 4 o'clock Eastern. And just want to say, everybody, thank you for watching. Let me go over here. And of course, I want to thank all of you guys for stopping by. And I also want to congratulate Jules. He just reached his 40,000 subscribers. I saw his video earlier today. And so congratulations to official SWL channel for hitting that milestone of 40,000 subscribers. And on to the next milestone, which is 50,000. So there you go, Jules. Congratulations on that. You know, because of course, Jules inspired me to do my live stream. And I'm sure he inspired a lot of people to do their channel and all that good stuff. So well deserved 40,000 subscribers to my man Jules. So, and thank you, Keegan. 1190 here, KREB, Bentonville, Arkansas in the day, KQQZ, Fairview Heights, Illinois at night. Cool. Yeah, congratulations to Jules. And I'll be back on tomorrow. So thank you, Keegan. Thank you, Bobby. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Elmer. Thank you, Tony. Dwayne. I want to see. I won't leave out anybody. There was not many people in the chat, but Dwayne. Thank you, Dwayne. Thank you, Paul. VT Radio. Thank you, of course, Tony. Good to see you, Tony. David's Radio Room. Thank you for stopping by here too. I'm just scrolling. I'm scrolling up in the chat. See if anybody. To that guy, the Arabic guy. Thank you. I can't read Arabic, but thank you. Thank you. Jay's Project. Thank you. I know you was here. You was one of the first ones here, Jay's Project. So thank you. So thank you, everybody. Have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Be good to each other. Good night. Bye-bye.